Oh man, I just psyched a bunch of people out. I'm sorry about that, guys. Okay, I promise I'm here this time. I should be here this time anyway. You should be able to hear me. Okay, let's see here. Headset ready. The charger is there. Set up here. And yeah, I think that's all good. Can you guys hear me? I'm using a different capture device than I used. Well, I'm obviously not using a PlayStation 4 this time, so. Perfect. No, I can't hear you. Up to the same old, same old banana. Alright, awesome. Yay! Oh, I'm so happy. I am so happy. Oh, hey guys, what's up? Goodness gracious, I'm so happy to be back with you guys. So, just out of curiosity, with the, capture device, the way that it is, would you mind, when you can hear this, just so I understand what the delay is, can you type in the number 6? Okay, so it's about the same type of delay that it's on the PS4. Alright, that's about what I expected anyway. Alright, so, this is a little bit experimental here. Banana 666. So I have a capture device that I've got, like, I don't know, back at Christmas or something like that. And, I am using this now here to try and get this all figured out. And I'm also having to, guys, gotta bear with me just a tad here. I don't have a nice way to be able to observe the chat outside of just running the itself on YouTube and then monitoring the chat that way. So, unfortunately, I don't know how to get your comments or anything up on the other side of the screen, so I hope to figure that out here soon. Maybe I'll get that figured out eventually. Anyway, so welcome to the Wind Waker. I thought for a long time about whether or not I was going to stream this one, or if I was going to stream, Kingdom Hearts. I decided ultimately on this, mostly because I've played this one more recently, and so I'm a little bit more familiar with it. And, I don't know, after the unknown sort of, kind of, not really debacle, I guess, but, like, I'm a little embarrassed about The Last of Us, because, I mean, like, I get it, it's supposed to be, like, I don't know what I'm doing, it's, you know, it's the first time I played that game, but I'm a tad embarrassed at how that turned out, so I really wanted to play a game that I was super familiar with. And this is one of them, and I'm a bit more familiar with this one than I am Kingdom Hearts. Rather, I've played this one more recently than I have Kingdom Hearts, so I picked the Wind Waker. Plus, this is a really fun game. Holy cow. Have to leave, bedtime. Oh, I'm sorry, Banana. Sleep well. I will see you again. Anyway. So, man, that setup on the recorder is really not cool. Okay, anyway, I adore this game. I pretty much think this is like... Oh, fuck it, I don't need to go ramble on about this, good grief. Let's just get right into this, shall we? There's no point in suspending anything here. I don't have any kind of, like, delicate named name. I'm just gonna go boring here. I'm gonna go for tradition. I'm gonna just call him Link. Or, I mean, I could, like, call him, like, ah, shit. Aw, won't let me use an extra O so I can call him Linky Poo. And it's just Linky Po. Linky Po doesn't have as much impact. Alright, fine, we'll just call him Link. We'll just go from there. Alrighty. So. Yeah, let's just get right to it. Oh, this is exciting. This is but one of the legends of which the people speak. I mean, I gotta get epic voice on for this. Long ago, there existed a kingdom where a golden power lay hidden. It was a prosperous land blessed with green forests, tall mountains, and peace. But one day a man of great evil found the golden power and took it for himself. With its strength at his command, he spread darkness across the kingdom. But then, when all hope had died, and the hour of doom seemed at hand, a young boy clothed in green appeared as if from nowhere. Wielding the blade of evil's bane, he sealed the dark one away and gave the land light. This boy, who traveled through time to save the land, was known as the Hero of Time. The boy's tale was passed down through generations until it became legend. Losing the gravel in my voice a little there. But then, a day came when a foul wind began to blow across the kingdom. The great evil that all thought had been forever sealed away by the hero once again crept forth from the depths of the earth, eager to resume its dark designs. The people believed that the Hero of Time would again come to save them. But the hero did not appear. He was in Termina and Majora's Mask, or Koholint Island in Link's Awakening. Faced by an onslaught of evil, the people could do nothing but appeal to the gods. In their last hour, as doom drew nigh, they left their future in the hands of fate. What became of that kingdom? None remain who know. The memory of the kingdom vanished, but its legend survived on the wind's breath. On a certain island, it became customary to garb boys in green when they came of age. Clothed in the green of fields, they aspired to find heroic blades and cast down evil. The elders wished only for the youths to know courage, like the hero of legend. Oh, it's so good! Oh, I love this game so much. Sorry, that might have been really loud. Oh, man. Just look at this place, guys.
Oi!
Big brother! Big brother! Aw, he's all slug a bed. Why can I not hear the gameplay? Big brother! It's kind of creepy of you, Errol. I knew you'd be here. This is my favorite spot to gaze out at the sea. When I play with the gulls, I call it Aril's Lookout. So, do you remember what day it is today? You're still half asleep, aren't you? Did you forget? Big brother, it's your birthday! Aw, cool. Everybody remember that. November 15th is Link's birthday. That's why Grandma has been waiting for you to come back to the house. She's been waiting for a while now. I have a weirdly deep voice all of a sudden. It's a good thing I came to find you. You should probably go home and see what Grandma wants, don't you think? Oh, everything about this game is so cute. Alright, so I lost volume all of a sudden. I don't know what that's all about. I didn't knock anything over. Where the heck? Where did my game volume go? That's strange. I can hear it on the TV over here. I don't know why. Oh, but I love the... Oh, but the Outset Island music's like some of the best. I mean, just look at this. Look at these, you guys. There's this little community here. And, like, the sea is at our backs no matter where we turn. So we could just literally go from one place, and then there's seagulls everywhere. And this beautiful weather with these clouds and this fresh breeze. And, God, who wouldn't want to do things around here, you know? Oh, now I'm having the music is driving me utterly insane. Why don't I have game audio all of a sudden? Good grief. Well, there's no point in, like, going through this without the game audio. This is just so strange. Hold on, give me just a second here, guys. Yeah, it's registering in the capture, so you guys can hear it. That's good for you, but I want to hear it too. I can hear it through the intro. I don't know why all of a sudden I can't hear it anymore. That's so bizarre. Anyway, like, check this out. Like, I'm on my awesome little Islander gear with, like, a lobster or whatever on my shirt. That's, like, I have a little... I don't know if that's the design of the shirt itself. It's supposed to be that short, but, like, some little wristbands or whatever. My pants and my wee little boots on my little itty-bitty feet that apparently are oddly shaped triangles. And oh, God, I love this game so much. Man. So would you like to, like, note my power? Speak. Oi, Link! Is it true that if you can have a little courage and run as fast as you can jump that rock out there? Is it, tell me? It is true, as a matter of fact. I am the purveyor of courage. I'll even, like, you know what? I meant to do that. I wanted to do that because I love the water. Because how can you not just want to... I mean, well... Link just has resting bitch face in part of this game, but, I mean... How do you not just want to jump into the water, you know? Oh, I am so distressed that I can't hear music. That's so weird. I'm gonna have so much trouble not quoting Game Grumps. Dude, Chris, you have no idea how much I wanted to get down as I was going the ladder. I wanted to be like, climb down the ladder, swing the ladder, in the water. Anyway, there's a nice little community that we've got right here. There's this guy's trying to get my attention. I'll talk to him later. I'm over here, and there's this kid, all the snot coming out of his nose. Nobody can relate to that, right? So, actually, let's go ahead and talk to him, because, God, your grandma was calling for you, Link. And so was my mom. Why was your mom calling for me? Did she have a birthday gift for me? I would hope so. This is my birthday, after all. I mean, just look at this. I can wake up at any point in the day and just be like, man, high adventure. Just, like, setting sail. Wouldn't even need to set sail. Like, there's other little docks, so there's, like, people who come in and bring us supplies, and we can just, like, fish for days around here, and like, I'm just in love with this place. Love the pig. Love the pig! Nudge the pig! Alright, anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna have a hard time not quoting great Game Grumps either. That is for sure. Hey, Granny! Oh, man, why did I not... It's so weird that I can't hear anything. I wonder if I'm pulling this. Why can't I... Oh, that's driving me insane. Okay, well. Hey, Granny. I've been waiting for you, Link.
Hi.
Link. Try these on. Time certainly flies. I can't believe you're already old enough to wear these clothes. Oh, you got the hero's clothes. They look like they might be a little warm for this weather. Yeah, no kidding. You gotta figure, if they're sitting on an island, right? Like, if they're on an island, then why would you give him, like, 3 layers worth of stuff to wear? No wonder he doesn't look happy about it. Oh my god, that picture of him in the background. Don't look so disappointed, dear one. Just try them on. Today is a day to celebrate. It is the day that you become the same age as the young hero spoken of in all the legends. You only have to wear them for 1 day, so don't look so down. Be proud, child. In the olden days, this was the day boys were finally considered to be men. They were taught the ways of the sword to prepare them for battle with their enemies. But we don't live in such an age any longer. Our ways are the ways of peace. Nowadays, I suppose Orca is the only one on the island who still knows anything about swordplay. Hanging the family shield on the wall as decoration is another tradition that has been carried down from those days. Oh god, he's already like, I'm gonna be too hot in all these clothes. Does this all make sense to you? I mean, I guess. Yes, Granny. Isn't that nice, Link? They suit you perfectly. A perfect fit. Well, tonight I'm going to invite the whole town over for your birthday party, so I'd better start getting ready, shouldn't I? Your grandma is going to make your favorite soup for you tonight. I just know you'd looking forward to it. Now go get your sister Aril. Making my favorite soup. Oh man, is she gonna make like... God, what is my favorite soup? I think my favorite soup's like New England clam chowder. Or like... cream of corn or something. That's pretty good too. You know what? Actually, you guys are gonna have to tell me here. I'm going insane not being able to hear any of the game at all. So I'm actually gonna unplug my headset. You guys tell me if the TV is too, like, if you can hear it in the background. It's like too echoey or whatever. Let's, I'll take it like to there or something. Oh, thank God. Oh, I can hear it again. Man, this is so great. So the Outset Island theme is like one of my favorite themes in this entire game. And like, there's just something so pleasant and so joyful about being able to nudge the pig, chase the pig. Something so nice about being able to just... like, you just want to be here, right? Like, this is the whole point of the environment, is that, like, it's just... Whenever you play a Zelda game, you just want to be where you are. And I just want to be here. I just want to be on an island where I can fish and live out the rest of my days and such. Oh my, Link, congratulations! That outfit looks cute on you! I don't look heroic. Hey, your sister Aril was looking for you not too long ago. Oh, did I tell you? She was watching me not too long ago, and she said she wanted to learn to carry jars on her head too, so she could help your grandma do chores. Hey, if you see Aril, tell her that all she needs to do is lift the jar, stand in front of Brose, and to tell her to do ZR, yeah, okay. You're an instructional person. I'm gonna come back and see you later. I just want to wander around the island for a little bit, because... Seriously, who wouldn't? All sounds good so far. Okay, excellent. In that case, then I'm gonna turn it up just a little bit more. Let's see. Man, and it's funny too, because I've been playing Breath of the Wild, so like, I keep wanting to press a button to make Link jump, but Link can't do that in this game, so all he can do is make little noises as he's, you know, bouncing from place to place. Oh, God. I know there's this whole adventure out waiting for us, but can we just, like, spend 45 minutes just looking at this island and enjoying things the way that they are? Like, I just wanna take a nap, you know? Like, I wanna go up there, and I just wanna, like, sunbathe for a while. Anyway. Oh, what's up, ma'am? Oh, Link, you look cute as a bug in that outfit. I'm really... Damn it, Game Grumps. It's really hard for me not to use Aaron's "I suppose I should congratulate you on your birthday, shouldn't I?" voice. Well, to tell the truth, I could congratulate myself too. We just finished building our little hutch and paddock today. Isn't it a delightful addition to the place? I was actually thinking of getting a pet and keeping it here. The boys would really like that, I'm sure. Boys love pets. I wonder what kind of animal we should get. What do kids like these days? Listen, dearie, if you see any good pets around, be a lamb and just bring one here. Just bring one here. If you do, I'll give you a little reward. Oh, but we won't tell your grandma about it, will we? You want me to just bring... Look, it's my birthday. Like, I have the off day, like, permission, right? I can just pretty much be lethargic and as lazy as I want to. Oh, actually, this is reminding me. I was wandering around their house there, but speaking of rewards from Grandma... no, don't do that. Don't do that. Let go. Let go. There we go. Here. That's the greatest. The whole noise he makes when he crawls. This game is so great. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm in such a good mood now. I played this on the GameCube. Seeing in HD is really great. You know, I prefer to play this game on the GameCube, honestly. I don't mind having to play it for HD to stream it, but I would much... Come on. I would much rather play it on the GameCube. Got an orange rupee, and I got 100 rupees. I'm sorry for breaking into your savings, Grandma. Because that's apparently what I did. Do what the kids want, she says. Popular in a public or private high school. Legit working on cosplay patterns right now. The peacefulness is perfect for projects. Oh, well, good. Then I'll allow you to enjoy the peacefulness for as long as I can. 13 of you watching now. Thanks a lot, guys. And thanks for swinging on by. That was pretty awesome. Do 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 do. Mup up, mup up, bup up, bup up, ba da ba da. Oi, Link, press CL right here and use it to talk to me. Yeah, I know you're up there and you're gonna speak to me. I wanted to talk to you later, but that's fine. That's correct. You're a smart one. You, my friend, have just targeted me. You see, when you press ZL, you can target certain objects I for one, and you blah, 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 blah. You can use ZL. Remember to use ZL to do things to target, because that's what this is supposed to do. Teach you more things like climbing up ladders, and we're gonna get to that in a minute. I promise. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and get that down, because that's another excuse to just kind of stick around on this island, you know? It's just an excuse to stay here. Ugh. Here I was all like, let's set sail for high adventure, and now I'm just like, no, let's stay on the island, it's so peaceful. So soon? My. If you're already old enough to be wearing these clothes, then it's going to be very important for you to gather as much wisdom as you can from now on. Damn it, Game Grumps. If you're to make your way in this world, that is Link. I've been studying a wealth of topics since long before you were born. I'm what you call a brain of all trades. You're a smart little fellow yourself, aren't you? I've been thinking it's time for me to pass some of my wisdom down. Maybe you're the one I should pass it down to. Damn it. Everything that you see tacked to the walls here is something that I've researched thoroughly. And before you ask, yes, I do know my filing system is odd. Organizational issues aside, however, it's all extremely useful information. You should do well to read it all very carefully. Reading leads to knowing, you know. Such a racket! Can't you keep quiet? You've knocked everything off my shelves, you damn hooligan! You know that's really what they wanted to say. Honestly, the hooligan I'm referring to is my younger and much less intelligent brother who lives just downstairs. He hates studying. All day, every day, the loud just exercises and practices with his weapons. Does he exercise his brain? No! The brain's a muscle, too. I think. Anyway, the only thing he does study is the art of fighting. Right now, for instance, he's been studying fencing and whatnot. As if that's of any use to anyone. He simply doesn't know how to do anything besides exercise. I ask you, what's a brother to do? What's a brother to do? The real adventure is finding a way to stay on the island for as long as possible. Mission accepted. Challenge accepted while we're at it, too. Because the thing is, like, you have this one moment where you get to experience the island as is, right? Like, there's this kind of innocence to it because the adventure hasn't started yet. Because the next time you come back here, like, you've adventured for a while, and the island is not the same as it is, you know, the second time you go there as it is the first time that you're here, and it's just, it's so significant. It's very symbolic, as a matter of fact. And I just, man, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna go ahead and say this. This little piggy, right? So he's, like, not gonna care that I'm gonna sit up to him or whatever. He's just kinda gonna walk past me and such. But, like, all I can think about whenever I see these guys is that this is, like... I'm not a vegetarian. I love my food. I love my meats. So all I can think about is how, like, this is homegrown bacon. And that this is probably really good. A really good pig here. And that's so mean to me because we were just pointing out that, like, these guys are pets. So, I'm sorry, I live near farms. To resist the pig, I just saw a wild pig. Oh, see? Look, that black one there. Don't you see him? This is perfect. My wife was just telling me how she really wanted a pet. You ready to go grab it, Link? Now, you can't just run up on it. Pigs are too alert to their surroundings for you to just jog up and capture one. If you want to get close to one, you have to hold ZR to crouch and tilt that to crawl slowly up behind it. Slowly. You could also distract it with bait, I guess. Just stop the pig. Yeah, there's that guy over there. I could actually try and go up and sneak up and get him, but, I mean, it is true, it's much easier to do with bait, but... Man, and I was working outside today, and it was rainy and cold, and now I'm walking around on this island, and there's so many beautiful things to look at, and... Alright, so Ariel was looking for me the last hour up and around there. We're gonna take another glance around all this before we really kind of get things kicking around here. Oh, there's a rupee up there. And all this stuff. And, like, the coolest part about all this, too, is that, like, you can stand here, and that's another thing that this is something that I marveled at with this game when I played it back in, like, 2002, is, like, you stand here, and you see all these little shapes in the distance, right? And these are all islands. Like, that's an island, and that's obviously an island, and there's another one over there, and there's even some, like, in different directions, and, like, you go to all of these islands. They're not just decoration, they're not just, like, stuff that's set up in the background, they're not, you know, like, a kind of placeholder image, like that up there, like, they're places that, like, will, like, graphically change as you get closer to them, and you just, oh, God, it was something, I would just stare and enjoy sailing so much in this game, just to observe how the shapes and the polygons and all that stuff changed as you got closer to places. Oh my god, Ariel! Seagulls! They're attacking her! You bastards! Oh, he's so happy! Ha! Ahoy, big brother! Did Grandma make that outfit for you? Wow, you look like you'd be way too hot in those clothes. I guess they're pretty neat, though. So anyway, Link, can you close your eyes and hold out your hand? Just for a second. I'm going to give you my most treasured belonging, but just for one day. Happy birthday! Oh man, and she gave me the telescope. This is your sister's most precious belonging. Treasure it dearly. Yeah, thanks. This is basically a space waster. This is literally an instrument with which to advance the plot. And you pretty much use it this one time and you don't use it ever again. So, well, do you like it? I'm letting you borrow this special gift just because you're my big brother. Aren't you lucky? Oh, why don't you try it out right now? Try looking over at our house from here. Okay, yeah, try looking over at our house from here. Yeah, you got it. Alright, and I set it over here because I'm playing the gamepad, and it's all different from here on out. And you look around. Big brother, are you using L to zoom in? Because you should be. What's that? Are you looking at the red post box? Well, I would be, but I'm just, like, trying to figure out how to maneuver. I'm trying to figure out how to stop having the shakes while I'm looking at the postman. I am looking at the red post box. Yes, I am looking exactly at who I need to be looking at right now. I can't help it if I'm Shaky McShakerson. I haven't eaten a lot today, okay? Actually, oh, here we go. Postman looks kind of weird, doesn't he? That's rude! Oh my god, Ariel. Ah, Link! The sky! Look up in the sky! The sky? Oh my god. Like, where? In the sky? In the sky? In this? Oh, I had to turn the gamepad all the way around. Golly. You newfangled technology with your newfangled kids and such. I'm looking in the sky. Will you calm down? Like, theoretically, no matter what I do, I'm always looking in the sky, so you just need to chill out. There we go. Imagine if people casually mention button prompts in actual conversation. It would be an issue, that's for sure. Love your videos. Thank you, Mia. Thanks for joining in. We got a pirate situation going on here that's pretty awesome. Also, I mentioned that I hadn't eaten very much, and I actually have a little bowl of vegetables that I have here for lunch, so I will try my best to not eat close to the microphone while I get some bites during these cutscenes, so... Oh, Link, don't talk with your mouth full. Oh, aren't you a live streaming professional? Oh my god. What's wrong with you? I'm so concerned about her that I'm, like, chewing food while I'm trying to tell you how terrible this is. I think this is so terrible. That girl fell into the forest. She needs help. Yeah, sucks to be her, right? But it's too dangerous for you to go in there without something you can use to defend yourself with. Who says I have to go in there and get her? Hold on a minute here. It's my birthday. I'm exempt from heroing for the day. Like, you see his face? He is set in determination. I am not doing this for my birthday. He's giving her some first level sass. Oh my god. She needs help. Link leads to birthday relaxation. Adventuring on your birthday I don't think is necessarily... Well, I mean, it's because you're the hero, birthday boy. Well, he doesn't know that yet. I mean, that's true, but... You know. Let's see. Well, I need a way to get up there. I mean, for the sake of nostalgia, I guess I'll just go ahead and make my way up there, but... Literally, you can't really do anything... going down the ladder, gotta swing that You literally can't, like, come past here until you actually have a sword. So this is the perfect opportunity to go visit the swordsman of the island Orca. So we're gonna make our way down here. Oh man. So sage advice for all y'all. When it comes to, like, having a healthier snack for yourself, I've been buying bags of, like, frozen veggies. And, like, you know, boiling them and having them for, like, a snack or whatever. But I'm totally defeating the purpose because, like, I add a little bit of butter and some seasoning to them. And now I can taste the butter in my mouth and it's so nice. Saving the day on my birthday is like working all day at a job you despise on your birthday. That's 100% true. Oh, hey, buddy. Oh, what is the matter, Link? You have an urgent look about you. Has something happened? Whatever it is, from the look on your face, I suspect it is no laughing matter. What say you, Link? Ah, have you come for some serious instruction in the way of the sword? Yes, sir. Oh, respectful bow. Would saving the day in a place this beautiful and having to explore even be an issue, though? No, it definitely would not. Very good. Your first lesson shall be the horizontal slice. Face me and press B. Do not fear for my safety. I am ready for you. Alright, well, see ya. Good. Keep coming at me until you hear me say very good. Yay, tutorials! Very good. Next is the vertical slice. Hold ZL to target me, then press B. Keep swinging! Oh, he needs kind of a grislier voice than that. He needs like a... Very good. Next is a thrust. Target with ZL, and then tilt L forward towards me and press B. Come at me! Thrust with your sword! Very good! Keep thrusting! Next is a spin attack. Hold B briefly to build up your strength, and then release it. Or rotate L once and press B. Very good! More! Keep it up! Next is harder. This is a parry attack. Target with a ZL until you see and then quickly press A to perform a defensive strike. I'm gonna do this against the wall. You're gonna think I'm a professional here. Very good. And again, target with ZL and watch closely for... Very good. Now finally the jump attack. Draw your sword, target, and press A. Yeah! My favorite. Come at me once more. Yeah! That was a fine display. And yet, I sense a certain anxiousness in the sword you hold, an eagerness that goes far beyond the mere desire to be wielded on the fields of battle. I do not know what has happened, but I have faith in you. Somehow I doubt you will misuse that sword. You may have it, Link. I give it freely. Take the blade with you. Oh, and you accepted the hero's sword, the midget sword. Really, look at that thing. It's more like a training sword. Really, use it wisely and carefully. You don't want to let down the kind old man who's entrusted it to you. Since the olden days, the sword has been used to defend off evil. Its blade is infused with a desire to become strong and righteous. Be strong, Link. Go. Be brave. Thank you, Shiro. Alright, so let's do this. Make our way through. This dude should invest in a training dummy or something instead of letting all of his people smack him. That's true. Sage advice there. Alright, so. Let's, I mean, adventuring and saving all these other islands around here is, like, not a bad thing either, but, again, we're gonna have to leave this place. I don't know what to. Smashing pots count as misuse? I mean, look, everybody has different definitions for the term misuse, right? And then, like, now there's a pirate ship! Like, now there's, like, a thing, oh, there's stuff out here. Oh, I love this game. It's such a great... You know, what's really funny is, like, when this game first came out, I don't know how many of you were, like... I mean, when this game came out, let's see, 2002, so I was a sophomore in high school. And I remember... So, like, the thing about this... And the Game Grumps have talked about this, too. But, like, when this game first came out, people were really upset with it because, like, we'd had games like Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, and they were, like, these serious, realistic Zelda games. And then there's this little guy, right? And he looks kind of cartoony, it's the cell shading and stuff, and, like... There had been a preview of what the next Zelda was possibly going to be, and it looked like another serious, realistic Zelda. Listen as the music fades away. I always thought that was a really nice touch. So I remember watching that footage that they showed in the Game Grumps showed in their own little clip. Whoops. And like watching it over and over and being like, man, what is this Zelda gonna be like? And, you know, just kind of getting lost in the fantasy of what it could be. And then when this came out, I remember being like, what? Like, definitely thrown for a loop. I was just born. I was 3 years old. Alright, yes, alright, yeah. I know. I understand. I understand my audiences of the younger generation. So back in my day, kids. But anyway, so I was definitely one of those people, I wasn't mad, but I was just kind of like, I thought we were getting a different kind of Zelda. This is okay. And of course, like, this is one of two video game series that I have bought the console purely for the game being released. Like, this and Kingdom Hearts are the only two consoles that I've ever done that for. So, of course, I'd already had a GameCube by that point, but I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna get the Wind Waker. Like, you kidding me? Like, it's another Zelda game. I want to see what this is all about. And I'm so happy that I did. Like, I have so many great memories with this game of, like, coming home from school and being happy that I didn't have homework, because then I could, you know... The moment your favorite voice artist says they're twice your age. Yeah, well... I mean... what are you gonna do, right? Yeah. But anyway, so, like, I got so enamored with this world. And I'm sitting here and I'm cutting up bushes. Like, this is so not interesting for you to watch. I was just so enamored with this world. And just... I never wanted it to end. And it was, you know, after having a bunch of serious Zeldas for a long time, it was actually really refreshing to have something that was a bit more, like, whimsical and stuff. Like, I don't know, it was just, it was different enough, and it was a nice change of pace after what we had seen for a while, and... Oh, hey, buddy. You know, it was, I think it was kind of a nice revamp to the series that kind of really needed it at the time. Don't use the telescope to look at him. Attack him, please. Good grief. I bought the PS2 for much the same reason. Yeah, you know, the thing is, Chris, I actually bought the PS2 for the same reason, too. A fun story, actually. I hadn't ever played Kingdom Hearts up until, it was close to the release date for Kingdom Hearts 2. And I'd heard a lot about it, and I got really excited about it. And, I'm not one of those people that can just jump in the middle of something and play it and go from there. Like, I have to, I have to start from the beginning. Like, with anything. With a TV series, with a game, with a movie trilogy, like, whatever the case may be. And so, like, I had a friend who offered to let me borrow his PlayStation 2 and his copy of Kingdom Hearts so that I could play it for myself and know if I wanted to buy 2 even to begin with. I kept his PlayStation 2 for months. God bless this guy. And ended up buying Kingdom Hearts 2 and playing it on the same PlayStation. He was totally cool about it. And then I ended up getting my own not too long after that. Anyway, I shouldn't talk about Kingdom Hearts in a Zelda game. Ouch! Wow. What's with that getup? Oh, whatever. So, where am I? Oh, that's right. A giant bird came and...
Oi!
Oi! Miss Tetra! Oh, thank goodness you're safe. When I saw you get dropped on the summit, I thought for sure you'd... Summit? So that bird dropped me on the top of a mountain? It wasn't that nice of it. Well, don't just stand there. Let's go! Time to repay our debt to that bird in full. But miss, what about this boy? Don't worry about him. Come on! Fine. No thank you? You just make fun of my clothes? I was so obsessed with the song in Kingdom Hearts that I got my dad to buy it for me. Simple and clean, man. It's a classic. Oi, big brother! Oh, what are you doing all the way up here? Didn't you notice the sign in front of the trees that I chopped down that said it's dangerous to get up here? Oh, he's so happy! I'm so happy, guys. Too bad everything's about to change dramatically. Here we go. Shit gets real. Stupid kid! Get a hold of yourself! She's gone! There's nothing you can do! This birthday sucks. What? You want to come with us on our ship? Do you understand what you're asking? We're pirates. You know, pirates? The terror of the seas? What do we get out of bringing some helpless little kid along with us? I'll tell you what we get. A headache. I know how you must feel with your sister having been kidnapped and all, but that doesn't really have anything to do with us now, does it? And how do you figure that? Oh, getting called out by the postman. Whoa, whoa, whoa there. Just who are you? Where do you get off butting in on someone else's conversation? Please. All I mean to say that is if you big bad pirates hadn't come to this quiet little island, that poor girl wouldn't have been snatched away by that bird. Just what do you mean by that? Just be quiet for a moment and I'll tell you. Now as my work entails delivering letters, I spend much of my time traveling amongst the many different islands. As a result, I hear many things. Haven't any of you heard word that young girls have been getting kidnapped lately from all regions of the Great Sea? No matter. Whether you've heard it or not, that seems to be the case. Young girls with long ears like yours have been getting kidnapped, never to be seen again. And unless my eyes fail me, the young girl who was just kidnapped from this island also has long ears, does she not? Much like you do, Miss Fearsome Pirate. My point is that the bird mistook that poor girl for you, and that's why it grabbed her. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it was young Link here who saved you from the monsters in the forest, wasn't it? Is this true? Oh, and while I'm at it, I may as well tell you that the bird that kidnapped both you and Link's sister has made its foul nest to the north, on the heights of the Forsaken Fortress. The Forsaken Fortress? Isn't that the place where... So, what are you going to do? Under the circumstances, I don't think it would be unreasonable for you to give Link a little help now, would it? I don't need you to tell me that. Even if I were to consider it, lately I've heard nothing but evil rumors about this Forsaken Fortress. You can't possibly mean to go there with nothing but that cheap little sword. That's not brave. It's stupid. I mean, come on. Even a simple little island like this has to have something you could use as a shield. You know, something to protect yourself with. Anything? Tell you what. If you come back with something like that, we'll let you stow away on our ship. Oh, one more thing. Once we leave, you won't be coming back here for a while, so you better go say goodbye to your family while you have the chance. I don't want you getting all weepy-eyed and homesick on me. Alright, so here we go. Negotiations are all set up, and I'm pretty much gonna go set sail with the pirate. Oh! I'm gonna go set sail with the pirates. Standing anime. Whoa! It's the best. It's one of my favorite things about this. That's one of my favorite things about this game. Anyway, I already know where the shield is. It was very briefly pointed out earlier, so... Yeah, I know, you're all scared for my sister, right? Better keep watch for my granny while I'm gone. It's a nice thing you could do. Poor Link, his birthday desire is to go to his home and sleep all day. That's usually my birthday desire, so I feel bad for him. What is it? What is it, Link? Please, tell Grandma what's troubling you. And where's Erul? Is she still playing outside with the gulls? Has the voice actress forgotten what I sound like already? Sorry, Granny. Anyway, the shield was put up here the last time that we saw it. It kind of highlighted a bit while Granny was talking about days of long ago and uncharted regions of the universe, but, you know, Link. Is this what you're looking for? Take it with you. You got the hero shield and he's sad about it. Ugh. Is she still outside with the gulls? Kinda. You could say that. She's with the birds forever now. Well, you're striking a rather dramatic pose there, Link. There we go. I guess it is true. really has been kidnapped, hasn't she? Captured, kidnapped, same thing. What kind of monster could take such a sweet young child? Like, is nobody gonna... It's my birthday! Nobody's gonna stop me from doing this and just allow me to enjoy my special day? Granny, you're even... Oh, Granny, you're not gonna stop me from doing this? I just... man. I guess this is, like, they made the point about this is the day that, like, boys become men, right? So, like... is this the rite of passage? I now have to go on this adventure and save my sisters. My sister, rather, not sisters, not plural. Not both children. If only one would stick around with me in my final days. You could spend this whole playthrough quoting Game Grumps. That's really the bottom line of it all. All right, is there anything else that I think that's it. That's the sword and the shield really is all that I kind of need from here. There's some like coins that I could get, like stuff up there, but really at this point, I kind of want to get the adventure going because I don't have a ton of time that I can stream with today. So you know, I want to kind of get to the adventure a little bit. Wow, that's a decrepit old shield. You sure you can still use that thing? Are you gonna get splinters and cry? No, whatever. If you're ready, then let's go. You ready? Alright, let's do this. It's his birthday! Time to go off and defy death for your birthday. It's true. It's so true. Why does my phone keep going off? Oh, maybe because I didn't put it on Do Not Disturb. Jeez. Oh, good luck finding a real thank you. Good luck finishing the rest of these veggies on this. much longer is this going to go on, you think? You have an estimate? Are you sure you shouldn't just quit right about now? Seriously, think about it. I can tell you're just going to get more sentimental from here on out. There's still time, you know. Are you sure we shouldn't just turn around and take you back to your island? The serious, determined face is like my favorite with Link. Oh man, the setting on the YouTube page is crap. I'm sorry the picture doesn't look all that great, everybody. It's kind of a bummer. I'll fix that for the next time that we go through this. Alright, so we can go ahead and interact with all these characters here if we really want to. Let's see. You're probably too busy to talk to me. Into the big blue, boys! Turn the ship full to starboard. We head for the northern seas. Listen, Shrimp, you're really creeping me out standing there like that. So quit it, yeah? Stay out of my way. Way out of my way. Go down below and find Nico. How about you?
And Nico didn't make out half bad, with you being the new swabby and all. New swabbies always get stuck doing the hardest work. It's a real raw deal, but hey. I'll tell you, it sure sounds like Nico is happy to finally not be on the bottom rung of the pirate ladder. You bet he is. But don't sweat it. I'm sure you'll do just fine, so long as you don't disobey him.
Making a lot of assumptions about a guy who's never spoken. Yeah, I suppose that's true. So your name's Link, right? That's one weird getup you got on there. So what's the deal? Is that popular back on your island or what? Now that I think about it, though, I think I've seen an outfit like that somewhere before. Yeah, the legendary heroes, man. Is the sunsets. That's kind of cool. I don't think that happened in the game. Key version. He looks like a young Mr. Smee! He totally does! That's great. Reaching my least favorite part of the game as a child, I hated the Forsaken Fortress. I don't really have a problem with the Forsaken Fortress that I can recall. Stop right there! This is Miss Tetra's cabin! Most of us real pirates aren't even allowed in here. There's no way we're letting an outsider in. Don't you even think it? Oh, damn it. Oh, well now. Ahoy there, Swabby! As of today, I am your superior, Nico! Now, I promise I'll go easy on you, so you do as I say, okay? Right. Now, first off, you have to take the test all new pirates have to take. It's a bit of a doozy, so get ready! You watch everything I'm about to show you real careful like, so you can cram it into your no-doubt mushy, swabby brain. First off, you gotta press this switch. This is the only easy part. Just walk up to it and tilt L, break the fourth wall, and step on it, presto, switch pressed. Now, check it out! After the platforms rise up from the floor, you gotta jump on them. Ah! Okay, so I was able to jump to this first one myself, but the next one's too far, right? That's when you gotta do this! If you jump right at the rope, you can grab onto it and do all this other stuff that's pretty much just explanation on how to do things. How to get it, to swing from platform to platform and try to get to the entrance of that room over there. Here's the problem though, Swabby. The platforms only stay raised for a little while, so if you don't get there by the time they drop, you have to start over. Ta! He's so dramatic. It'll probably take you at least 1 year before you're good enough to make it all the way here. One rough year, one tough year, full of bumps and bruises. Of course, if you manage to do it faster, I'll reward you. I'll give it a try. This ought to be good for a chuckle or two. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, so to kind of cheat your way through this. This sort of helps you reset the clock, even though you can actually make it there in a perfect amount of time. With it raised as it is, the game gives you plenty of time to get this figured out, but... So unlike Aaron, who never figured out that ZR is right there and you can stop the rope, you can in fact start the rope so that you can kind of reposition yourself, and then get enough momentum going here that you can just do this. And it drove me insane it drove me insane that Aaron constantly complained about the controls not being, like, well labeled, or like he couldn't understand them really well, when it literally says stop in the top right corner of the screen. Whoops, that's not the button I meant to press. I meant to press A. Aw, now the timer's going off. I don't want the timer to go off. I guess I was taking a little bit of a while there. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to. Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna let go. I'm gonna go under my own terms. Yeah, Aaron does that often. Aaron does do that often. It's the, like, I get it. Having to do, like, having done one live stream, or I guess several live streams of one game prior, like, I get that it's tough to pay attention to what you're supposed to be doing, and, like, playing effectively at the same time. But the way that he constantly complains about it, like, it's one or the other with him, right? So, like, and I don't want to, like, bash another YouTuber, because he's obviously got way more subscribers than I do, and, like, they're way more popular, and, like, who am I of 1,300 subscribers to mock a channel that has 4 million, but, like, it gets on my nerves every once in a while that he'll be like, this game is stupid, and it doesn't make sense, and the controls are hard, and blah, 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 and it's like, no, the controls are literally being, like, it's right there for you if you would just, like, you know, if you would just look for it. If you'd actually just take the time to look for it. And yeah, I know the things are going to go down. Can I cheat this a little bit? Can I just stay here and just make... I probably can't, but... Like, even right now, this whole tutorial thing's actually super simple. But I'm also trying to think about, like, having an engaging conversation at the same time. So... What? You did it already? I'm proud to have you as my underling. I wonder if it's okay to just give that to him. I don't see why not. I doubt I'll get busted. Alright, Swabby, I'll tell you what. You can have the treasure in that chest over there. It's your reward from the great and generous Nico. Hurry and take it before someone comes. Aaron's just lazy. Aaron is admittedly lazy. His self-admission. That's not an accusation. He does say that he is lazy. You got the spoils bag! You can keep the items you get from enemies in this handy pouch. It's actually pretty useful. Hey, Link! We've reached the Forsaken Fortress! Hurry and get up here! Oh, I'm being called. Wait, I'm gonna break your stuff first. I wanna see what's in here. Just 1 rupee? One? You're pirates and you have all these... They only have 1 rupee! What kind of pirates are you? Drink up, me hearties, yo-ho! They don't have any of that. You plunder and pillage and do all that stuff, and no, you don't. I've gotten like $4 in from here. No. There we go. There we go. Anyway, alright, hang on, Tetra, I'm on my way over. I had to loot your loot first. They're pirates, but they never said they were effective pirates. That is true. Are you gonna get mad at me if I break this? Are you gonna get mad at me if I break... Are you gonna get mad at me if I break this? You won't let me into Tetra's room. So how about... that? Alright, fine. That was just 1. But what if I do 2? You gonna stop me? You gonna stop me? Fine. Well, you're doing a good job guarding her room then. Anyway. Come on! Hey, Link! Here I am, up here! Oh, man. What I love, too, is, like, if you really wanted to, you could ignore Tetra, and you could come over here, right? And you already have your view of the Forsaken Fortress, so you've ruined the dramatic shot that you're gonna get later on here. Okay, here we go. And, like, this is so gorgeous. And, like, the night sky in the original game, like, it didn't have that cloud cover on the horizon. Or at least not to the same extent. And the sky was like super blue color, but not necessarily like this kind of color. What were you doing with Nico? Trust me, you don't want to know. Don't tell me you were playing some stupid game for treasure. Were you? No, whatever. There's something you need to see. Have a look over there. That's the cursed isle known as the Forsaken Fortress. I love the way she gestures with her head like that. There are all sorts of strange rumors about this place. What I do know is that long ago it used to be the hideout of a no-good group of pirates we used to compete with. But they were just small time. Now the place looks like it's pretty dangerous. Ah, I knew it! Look! Over there! By that window! Have you ever seen so many seagulls flock like that before? I'll bet you anything that's the place where they've got your sister locked up. But it looks like the whole place is under really tight guard. This won't work. We'd be spotted before we got anywhere near landing there. What do we do now? Come on! Look, don't struggle. If you really want to get into a dangerous place like that, this is the only way to do it. Trust me. We pirates do this all the time. Don't worry about it. It'll be a piece of cake. Is everybody ready? Never you fear, kid. We're pros. We're going to launch you good. 3, 2, 1. Worst birthday ever. Your sword landed all the way up there? Shoot, I'm sorry. I apologize. I guess my aim was off by a little bit. The look on your face. Priceless. I slipped this stone into your pocket just before we fired you over there. It's no ordinary I slipped this stone into your pocket just before we fired you over there. That's a big stone. How did Link not notice that? It's no ordinary stone either. I can see what you're doing through this stone, and obviously you can hear me through it. So if you see A, you better press that button. I put the stone in your quest status screen. Use on the item screen to take a look. It's pretty basic. But hey, listen carefully. I need us back after you save your sister, so don't go losing it, you understand? Alright then, down to brass tacks. The courtyard is awash with searchlights, so they'll see you right away if you just go charging in. Better think it through. Alright, yeah. So, like, I know that you said, I think it was Chris said that you hated the Forsaken Fortress. This was by far my favorite part of the Forsaken Fortress, was all the barrel stuff, and, like, challenging the whole idea of, like, he didn't notice getting shoved into a barrel. He was too busy freaking out in the barrel to notice that I mean, I guess. It's kind of the only explanation that makes sense, I suppose. Oh, you light patterns need to go away. Thank you. We're just gonna grab these rupees here really quick. Do. Like, there's this little shape, this barrel is constantly moving. Like, they would have to find this suspicious in some way, right? I mean, like, it just hops from location. Okay, this is. I realize this is assuming that these guys are smart, but like, it just moves from location to location. Like, from location to location. That was close. Wind Waker's my favorite Metal Gear Solid game. True that. Alright, so I was 6 years old. I was not that bright. I didn't get stealth. I guess that's true. To be fair, I actually, I got really easily confused here the first time that I played this game. So, like, I have all kinds of memories of just walking around the Forsaken Fortress and being like, I don't know what the heck I'm supposed to do! Just getting so frustrated. But the older that I've gotten, the locations become a lot more familiar to me, so, you know. Since I'm like, aww, are you... Damn it. That did not work out the way... You don't have your sword, dude! Quit trying to attack them, you don't have your sword! Oh, that's not where I want to be either. Ah, jeez. Alright, well I guess this is working out in a different way then. Just gonna do some more stealth sneaking here. And for any of you who tuned in for my Last of Us live stream, you definitely know how, like, pro I am at this stealth stuff. Yes, that's sarcasm you're supposed to detect in my voice there. Do. Like, the funny thing about these moblins is that if you were able to move here, like, they would see the... Oh dear. Invasion of privacy. Like, they would see the barrel, they find it suspicious, but they don't, like, actually go to investigate it. When I was a kid, I didn't know about saving, so I tried to complete games in one go every time. Listen, man, back in my day, that was the only way you did play games, because the original Legend of Zelda was the first game that had a battery in it so that you could save it. So, like... You're also a pro at shooting! That's fair. That's super fair. So, like, you know, if you wanted to play... God, what's a quick... Like, Super Mario games or whatever, like, you had to beat those in one go if you actually wanted to beat the entire game. So... Yeah, I know. I like the noise they make, though, when they're looking around. You two are just... God, you are all up in my grill. And I love his really floppy bottom lip. And his enormous teeth. The design for the moblins in this game is... It's so great. Buddy, I need you to keep moving. Keep moving, please. Thank you. And where are you? Oh, shit. Alright, okay, fair enough. Yeah, it's the other thing, too, is, like I said, they'll find it suspicious, but they won't, like, go on to investigate it. They'll just be like, oh, that's weird. And they'll pretty much just drop it from there on out. Alright, let's go. Come on, you. I think you and Markiplier will be the only YouTubers that I will watch live stream. Oh, that's a compliment. I enjoy Markiplier a lot. Actually, every once in a while, I will watch his live streams to get kind of inspiration on what I should do for, like, for what I should do when it comes to, like, the stream here, or, like, doing other kind of live streams in general. But, like, here's the other thing, too. Like, the game gives you a map, right? So, like, here, there's your location right there. So I know that I'm on the far side of the Forsaken Fortress, and I just have... Like, you little prick. I don't even have a shield that I can defend myself with against you, you asshole. It even provides you a map so that you kind of have an idea of where you are. Oh, so I went backwards, because I can't get up there. Damn it, I need to go back through there again. Damn it! My bad. Alright. Well, let's go then. Alright, be headphone user AK. Oh, sorry about that. Did I emote loudly there just a moment ago? The mic's a little bit hotter than what I usually have it, just because I'm trying to sit a little bit further away from it, but... So, if that was me, my bad. Sorry. Do. Mobile detection noise. Okay, gotcha. Good. I don't even have a shield. Pauses with Link's shield vis. Did I say shield? I meant to say sword. I don't even have a sword that I could attack you with. Not shield. Mobby. Alright. How long before you see me again? I know. You guys you're just doing a stand-up job, guys. This barrel has gone through the room once, and it's going through the room again, and you haven't noticed it at all. Just expert level, guys. I mean, I guess you're giving me time to, like, take a few drinks of my tea and stuff, so I can't complain entirely, but all the same. Come on. That's right. And then you go that way. I'm gonna slowly follow you. In a way, it would be almost easier if they... Well, actually, no, it wouldn't. I was gonna say it would almost be easier if they caught me, but it kind of wouldn't, because it would put me at the opposite end of the fortress, and I kind of need to be where I am right now. Alright, walk around. There you go. With your floppy lower lip. Your little spindly tail and your giant spear. Alright, that should be good. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, these guys. I hate the imps. Actually, for the longest time, I didn't know what their names were, so I didn't call them imps. I called them nenettes. Because that's the sound they make. Oh, you little punk. That's the sound they make when they move around, right? Nenettes. I called them nenettes. Looks down. Also drinking tea. Tea-ception. Tea drinkers for the win, man. There we go. That's what I meant to do the first time through. So what's in here? I think... Can we... Thank you. I think this is the map, actually. It might not be the map. It's probably gonna end up being like a rupee or something. Or the compass. That was gonna be my other guess. a just as useless tool to me at the moment. Alright, so what part? I am where I need to be, right? Just check this out real quick. Dude. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. So, kind of, sort of. Alright. Well, at the very least, I should be able to... Outside the fortress from here. Okay. So dramatic. Here we go. Yeah, you're just gonna tell me what I already know here, Tetra. Basically, the idea is that, like, you've gotta... You're not gonna be able to get into the lookout until you've defeated all these. You're not gonna be able to save Arilla until you've, like, defeated all of these guys here with these lights. Because these lights are just gonna find you, you know, those little search tower kind of things. So you have to beat all these guys that are here and get them to turn those lights up before you can, progress, so. Come on. There we go. There we go. Knowing where north is will help me slay those beasts. Yes, it will. Oh yeah, that was a joy pendant, by the way. Did you like how like lackadaisical I just said that? Yeah, it's a joy pendant, by the way. You use that for a thing later on. Much to the absolute anger management of Aaron. 1 plus 19 is 20! I have to stop referencing Game Grumps. This is my playthrough, not theirs. I'm sorry. I don't mean to do that constantly. It's just so quotable. Alright. Let's try this again, shall we? Okay, I was gonna say, if I lose that this time, I'm gonna be so mad. Let's do that. There we go. That's what I meant to do the first time through. It's kind of my fault, too. Yeah, well, you know, it's alright, Chris. I don't blame you. I'm all the way over there. Oh, shit. What did I just say? Like, I said half between a shit and a shoot. Dude. Yeah, I know. I'm here. I'm here! Ow! Jerk. Oh, He knocked my weapon away. My marginal weapon. My bitch slap weapon, because that's pretty much all I'm doing here. I defeat you via bitch slapping. You'd think a fortress would have some weapons laying around instead of plot items. Yeah, you'd think, right? Oh, I'm gonna need to take care of that one too. I'm not gonna be able to get through without that. Okay. Shoot, how did I get into that one? Can't remember off the top of my head. I feel like there's a door on the other side somewhere. Dang it up, all the ones for me to miss. Alright, well. Just to backtrack, I'm gonna go ahead and go here again. Bum, 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 bum. Let's see, and then going over here didn't really lend much in the way of help, did it? Oh, yeah, because the ladder's on the other side of this wall, right? Yeah, okay. Least favorite Zelda. Go, my comment friends. I'll go ahead and start, actually. My least favorite Zelda is, like, massive unpopular opinion alert. Because a lot of people love this Zelda, and I totally get why. Not my favorite. My least favorite Zelda is, like, a tie between... You guys are gonna get so bad. My least favorite Zelda is a tie between Twilight Princess and Majora's Mask. And I just lost like 50 subscribers. I'm sorry. I know. People just love those two, and I don't really get it. I mean, this is, of course, if you're, like, not counting the CDI Zeldas, I'm assuming. There we go. That should take care of everything there. Phantom Hourglass is my least favorite. And I actually didn't finish Phantom Hourglass, now that I think about it. I know, Pencilhead. I know. You can go ahead and say it. Here's the thing. I praise you! Oh, cool, thanks. That's not the response I typically get when I tell people that my least favorite Zelda is either Twilight Princess or Majora's Mask. Most people are just like, what? I mean, you have to remember too, is like, so I grew up, like, I make the joke often that the original Zelda debuted with me. I mean, I'm gonna be 31 in December, and like, I grew up with those older games in that different style, right? So like, I have a lot more respect for the older Zeldas because it's just, I mean, there's a bunch of nostalgia in it for me too, but like, there was also that period where I was like old enough to conquer those games myself too. Like, my favorite Zelda game of all time is A Link to the Past. I love A Link to the Past for a lot of different reasons. It has a really strong nostalgic value for me. It also, I don't have a ton of great memories with one of my older siblings, but that's a game that really brought us together and allowed us to spend a lot of time together, and so I have very warm, very fond memories of that game. And it's kind of, I mean, it really could fall into the category of, if there was one game, you're stuck on an island and you only have one game you could play for the rest of your life, that would probably be the game. I mean, I think A Link to the Past is a masterpiece. But there's also, like, I have a really fond spot for Ocarina of Time, because it was, like, the one Zelda that I played and beat by myself. And, you know, I can remember the feeling of, you know, getting that game for Christmas and playing it for the first time and all that kind of stuff. You know, it has a lot of sentimental value to me. The thing with Majora's Mask is, like, it doesn't feel like a Zelda game to me. Like, it feels like they knew the Nintendo 64 was reaching the end of its life, and there was this one really big project of a game that they thought was going to be a good idea, but they didn't know if it was actually going to sell well. So somebody at Nintendo said, why don't you go ahead and take the skins from Ocarina of Time and put it in this game and we'll just sell it as a Zelda game. And then that was Majora's Mask. Like, I just feel like I feel like it would be such a fantastic game if it weren't a Zelda game. But because it has that kind of pressure on it already to deliver as a Zelda title, I don't know. It's just... It bothers me that so much of it is side quest, and so little of it is actual, like, plotty gameplay, you know? If that makes sense? I don't know. It just, like, it's a little too... You go to these 4 locations, and then, like, there you go to the moon, it's the final boss, and it's like, wait, what, already? But, like, there's all this other things you have to do to interact with the town, and, like, that's fine if it weren't a Zelda game. But, like, I don't know, and don't get me wrong, like, I played the crap out of that game, too. Because I feel like there's not really a way that you can fully appreciate it unless you play the crap out of it. But I don't know, I feel like I would have enjoyed it better if it weren't a Zelda game. Like, if it were its own fantasy adventure, basically. And I don't, like, I totally understand why other people absolutely love it and think it's incredible, but I also think that the amount of people who love it, I think it's a little overrated. However, I will say that I think it's awesome that Project Moonfall got to have their little petition for Majora's Mask 3D, and that it ultimately got made. I thought that was pretty amazing. So I'm happy for those people who love it enough and who wanted a 3D copy of it and all that kind of stuff. Like, that's cool, and I'm happy for them. But it's definitely not my... It's not my flavor of Zelda. Zelda 2 is really hard. Zelda 2 is really different. And as for Twilight Princess, like... What is it about Twilight Princess that I don't like? Like, I don't mind Zelda games being different and trying new things. But I actually wondered... I remember seeing the first trailer and seeing the little graphic for the Twilight Realm and wondering if it wasn't supposed to be like a futuristic Zelda game. Oh, hey, there's my sword. Yay! Ah, shit. Alright, so let's go get this and smite evil. You have the hero sword you dropped. Now you're in business. Take care not to drop it again. Yeah, you bet. And it immediately equips it for you, which is super nice. And you should be impaled on that, my friend. Oh my god. Not a fan of having to restart every hour or so. Majora's Mask made me rage quit so many times. Yeah, that too. Or, like, having to go into every single dungeon with the first day as early as possible and stuff. Ooh, but we're in. We've made it to the top of our adventure. There she is. Hey, I came to get you. Uh-oh. What if I tell him it's my birthday? Do you think he'll let me go? Answer's no. Oh, this really is the worst birthday ever. This birthday sucks! Worst birthday ever. Flung into the darkness of nothing. Thank God I float with this sword and this shield attached to my back. Link. Link. Wake up, Link.
Hey.
Pull yourself together, Link. Well, have you come to your senses yet? You're surprisingly dull-witted. I startle you? I suppose that is only natural. As wide as the world is, I am the only boat upon it who can speak the words of men. I am the king of red lions. Do not fear. I am not your enemy. Link, I've been watching you since you went to the Forsaken Fortress to rescue your sister. I understand how your desire to protect your sister could give you the courage to fearlessly stand up to anything, but such a bold attempt was foolhardy. I suppose you saw him, the shadow that commands that monstrous bird. His name is Ganon. He who obtained the power of the gods, attempted to cover the land in darkness, and was ultimately sealed away by the very power he hoped to command. He's the very same Ganon, the Emperor of the Dark Realm the ancient legends speak of. I do not know why the seal of the gods has failed, but now that Ganon has returned, the world is once again being threatened by his evil magic. Tell me, Link, do you still wish to save your sister from him? No. And will you do anything to save her? Well, not now, I won't. I see. In that case, I shall guide you as we go forward, advising you on what you should do and where you must go. Ganon cannot be defeated by human hands, let alone by what little strength you possess. Thanks a lot. The key to defeating Ganon is locked away in a great tower that you can wield that you can wield only after much toil and hardship. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Why, in that case, we depart to the Great Sea! No, but I'm getting ahead of myself. This is actually a bit embarrassing for me to admit, but although I am indeed a boat that possesses the power of speech, I possess no sail. And a boat with no sail can sail no seas. I brought you far to the east of the dark gaze of the Forsaken Fortress. On this island is a town of merchants who deal in a wide variety of goods. If you search hard enough, surely you can find one who will sell you a sail. I'm sorry to ask this of you, but without a sail, I will be useless to you. This island of merchants is home to many valuable goods. The information they provide you may come in handy during your endeavors at sea, so listen carefully to their words and heed them well. But remember, there is no time to play. Come back here immediately, as soon as your errands are done. Well, see, he's going to tell me that there's no time to play, but that's actually not entirely true. So, welcome everybody to Windfall Island. This is another great little island in the game. Holy cow, you're strutting toward the camera. Look out! Some gossipers and stuff. Alright, I saw some comments pass by here too. Maybe just give a quick second to... I think from now on I'm going to be imagining this version of Link with your voice. Tend to love all Zeldas, though I'm a bit wary of Breath of the Wild because of the change in formula. Would you recommend I play it anyway? Absolutely, Recon Chris. So if you've played the original Zelda, or if you played A Link to the Past, and the kind of formulaic way of doing things is cool with you, that's basically what Breath of the Wild is. It's kind of an open adventure, and you can kind of go to whatever portion of it that you want to go to, and I'm in love with Breath of the Wild. It's one of the few games that I've played where I want to do everything before I finish the main plot of the game itself. And I'm just in love with it. Being its first Transformers of 13 hours with the adequate, decent Michael Bay movie, nevertheless, Transformers 5 is by all mediocre. I'll bet you have to hit Jed before the boat starts talking to you pretty hard. He struts with purpose. He does indeed. Young children stress with purpose. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to investigate a few things here. There's one thing I'm going to activate real quick, is this guy right here. My story is a strange one. I come across cursed seas from a land far away. A land where the blizzards blow violently. Heading for this town called Windfall. I come across A land far away. Why does that remind me of... I come from a land, from a faraway place where the caravan camels roam. Dear me, my ship was torn apart by vicious winds, and this island is where I washed ashore. There was one other person with me, yes there was. But I dare say he was immediately arrested based on his somewhat suspicious looks and thrown right into jail. Yes, just locked up somewhere on this island. Needless to say, I'm really worried about him. Would you be so kind as to help free him from captivity? Indeed, it would be appreciated. Oh, this guy. Alright, yeah. So any of you that have played Majora's Mask, Tingle makes an appearance in this game too. Though, of course, if you've played this game, that's not a surprise to you, but... let's see, the jail was back over this way. Yeah, it's over here. It was a little piggy. He's a little piggy. But you're not on a farming island, so you're probably not as delicious as you could be, you know. YouTube, why? How could you not inform me that Madam was live streaming? Stares angrily at screen. Hey Tiff, how's it going? Oh god. You're just in time for the nightmare. Hi Tingle. Now this is kind of weird. I don't know if any of you have ever done this before, but if you don't speak to him and you just move back and forth across the cage, he just follows you. God, he's so creepy. Why is he so creepy? Oh, he does go over to sit to his chair if you don't talk to him. Well, then come back over here. Is it because I walk too far away? He always followed me anyway. Or anyway. I see the same green clothes and the same green hat. By the look at you, I'd say... Sir, could you, by chance, be... a fairy? Goodness! Did you feel my telepathy? That's why you saved me, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it? Oh, do not worry. Tingle knows without you telling him, sir. Yes, sir. Tingle is my name. I've been looking for you and your kind, for I, too, long to be one of the fairy folk. And yet I was mistaken for some kind of troublemaker and put into this dreadful sort of place. How disrespectful. Please, Mr. Fairy, rescue poor Tingle from this place and take him to where you and your kind live in splendor. Fine. If you help me, I will give you a fabulous present, so... Please, Mr. Fairy, please rescue poor Tingle and take him to where you and your kind live in harmony. Do I have to? Do I have a choice? I don't have a choice. Oh yeah, there's a thing I gotta do to activate the switch here. Ugh. His pedo beard and sassy hips. His sassy hips have been the thing that's always, like... Tingle didn't exactly have sassy hips in Majora's Mask, but... I mean, he was weird anyway. His bright red nose and... Yeah, his little pop sounds with him. Hooray! Thank you oh so very much! I'm sorry, that's not how I meant to say very. Here is Tingle's heartfelt gift of thanks. Tingle! Tingle! Kulimba! Become an item! And he strikes a pose with you, and you get the Tingle bottle, and this is something that's totally irrelevant to the game, so I'm just gonna fly through it. Mr. Fairy, are you familiar with Miiverse? Communication of minds, heart beating as one. You don't need to know anything about Miiverse, it's just irrelevant here. Not that I had to remind you, Mr. Fairy. Splendid! Tingle is returning now to his own special island. Will you come find him? I only will because I have to later. Ah! I was forgetting something important. Oh, Mr. Fairy, you want to come to my island, don't you? Don't you? Don't you? Wish your girlfriend was hot like me. Don't you? Sorry. You got the Tingles chart. What kind of chart could it be? Head out to sea and then check that rhymes, and then check out your chart on the map screen to find out. Open on the map screen. If you ever need any help with your chart, just leave it to Tingle. Don't ever forget it. And if you'd like to give your Tingle bottles that little extra oomph that all Tingles crave, you should check the back of this sale. Check it right out. Away with you, please. I don't even know why no, I don't want to look at the game. I don't care. No. This is not interesting to... Oh, stop. No. we go. Good grief. Alright, so... anyway, yeah, that's Tingle. Tingle is, Tingle will make you tingle for all the wrong reasons, that's for sure. He's different. And he's definitely one of those characters of Zelda that people either love him or hate. Oh, this part. Let's see, this is a maze. I'm trying to remember exactly where I need to go to get to where I need to be. I don't quite remember off the top of my head, but I think I just found it. Alright, so you notice how the floor is a little bit different on here? So, like, to my right, that is. That's a trap there. You want to avoid that wood there. There's a couple of traps here that I'm going to want to avoid. Shoot. Oh, no, I'm going in circles. Oh, there's one at the very end. Oh, I'm going to walk right onto him, aren't I? Unless I turn to the left. There we go. Oh, that's a rupee. Okay. I was worried for a half second there. I thought it was right at the other end. So basically, there's a way that you can, like, kind of screw yourself here. So if you fall into any of those traps, the thing that he gives you is actually important. Ah, here. No, that's the front of the... I went backwards. Oh my god. The thing that he gives you is actually, like, helpful for a side quest later on in the game, so... it's at least worth... That's a different sound. That's what you move. That's what it makes when you're trying to move the camera. That's funny. Alright, let's see here. I am crawling through a hole and my butt is wiggling. Look at me, aren't I so goddamn cute? Ah, crap. I am moving from one place to another. Watch me as I am getting lost inside this maze. I don't know where I should be going here right now. I'm lost. I'll admit it. Okay. I'm getting lots of coins, though. Coins, rupees. I know, Hylian currency. Ah, here we go. Here it is. Surrounded by skulls, which make you feel so optimistic by the time you open this up. And then the words of Chugga Conroy, you got the thing, you got the Picto Box. Actually, it'd be a little bit useful later on. A couple of side questy kind of stuffs, like I said before. Let's see, do these skulls have anything in them? Well, I already have hearts. I'm kind of stocked up on rupees as it is right now, so I guess I don't necessarily need anything. So the fastest way to get out of here is to let yourself get caught. So... Tingle, why are there skulls here? You know, wait. That's actually a really good question. Let myself get caught. Hi. And that's what would have happened if I'd landed on any of those while I was trying to get from one place to the other, so... That's an excellent question. And the boat is like, what are you doing here? I told you to find a sail. Why are you messing around? No, that's a good question. Why are there skulls around there, Tingle? It's that, like, the... Is there something that Tingle's not telling us about Tingle? Actually, let's take a look at some of these houses while we're out there. So that was a potion shop over to my right that I passed by. This... Oh, this place. Boy, these are sure shiny, aren't they? Don't they look pretty? A rather opulent house, if you ask me, right? Yeah, those are some nice pots. Sure would be a shame if something happened to them, right?
You little weasel! Well, thank you so much for coming into my home and breaking my high-priced vases.
Vases, he would speak with an accent.
If you break any more, I assure you that I shall not let it go lightly. No, sir, not at all. I require compensation.
How's that for compensation, huh? I'm Link, I break pots, that's why I do.
Ha! Wait just one moment! Do you think you can just break someone's vases and leave without paying for them? I must charge a little naivete. Ho! Those happen to be extremely high-class bone china vases. There were a minimum of 10 rupees each. Most assuredly, I shall now accept compensation for them.
Yes, sir.
That comes to a total of 70 rupees. I shall accept your payment. When you break someone else's vases, it's only natural that you compensate them for the loss. You, my boy, are in the wrong because of your destructive tomfoolery. And now because of you, I'm going to be even richer. And I was quite rich before. The world is a cruel place, isn't it? Don't stand around looking like you've been swindled. Be on your way.
It's the wrong voice for that dude. Bye, Madam Wigglesworth. As much as I want to watch this live stream, but I have to go. And bye, my commentators. Have a blessed day. See you well. See you well. See you later, Pencilhead. Thanks for stopping by. There's gonna be more streams of this later on, so will you speak to me now?
Really? You've rescued him? That is news I deem rather great. You are one stand-up individual, indeed you are. Now I apologize as I have but another favor. I'm actually considering starting up a little shop here on the island, but I'm having trouble funding my venture. I have but one asset to my name. I wonder if you might buy it from me, perhaps? The people on this island have no interest in venturing out into these dangerous seas, so my chance of selling it to them is rather bleak. The bleakest I can describe. I'd really like to ask 200 rupees for it, but as a favor for rescuing my friend, perhaps we may strike a deal. How does 80 rupees sound? I'll buy it, absolutely. Yes! Thank you very much indeed. I have received precisely 80 rupees for it. I can use these funds to finance my new business. Oh dear me, what a happy day! Very well, young master. As I promised, please, take that.
Something threatening about red letters in the dialogue box. You got a boat sail. For sale while you're on your boat to pull it out, and B again to put it away. Yes! You've made a good purchase today, my young master. And you have saved my life and business as well. Treasure it dearly. It is the finest sail in the world. Treat it as such. I wonder if it is the exact thing you need. It appears to be so. Your emphasis on it had me snorting soda out of my nose. Sorry, Tiff. There's other little cool things around here, too. My mom thinks I'm crazy now. I can't with the way you say it. It's funny because, like, Ocarina of Time introduced the red dialogue for, like, the important things that you need. And it always seems so, like, threatening, right? Like, this is a little milk bar, this is cool, right? It always seems so weirdly threatening, so it was always funny to, like, read those with these, like... with this really sinister sounding voice when it mentions things like... Oh, God. Like, in Ocarina of Time, the first time you see it is when the Deku Tree is talking about Link, but he calls him the boy without a fairy. And boy without a fairy is all written in red, and so it's all like... I believe the time has come for the boy without a fairy to begin his adventure. And it was just so funny, man. People from all over the world seem to gather here on Windfall Island, all hoping to become... Windfall Island. All hoping to become successful merchants. I suppose you could say that this is the island where people and money come together. But you know what? Money is important, sure. But don't you think people need to open their hearts a little bit more than their wallets? Oh god, this guy is so right. I've been kicking around this crazy world for a long time, and I've learned to stop and sniff the flowers along the way. I like that guy. That's a good dude. Hi. You're staring at me so suspiciously. Oh, here's a strutty, kids. Look at this. Oh, all of them are like that. The leader especially, but like, look at these kids. Oh, like they know, but they don't know, and they don't know that they don't know. Oh god, they spotted me. Run! Oh, dude, the leader's like... Dude, the leader is like making a beeline for me. Holy crap. This town is our turf. The turf of the world. Oh, the turf of the world famous killer bees. Don't mess with us. Yeah, buzz buzz. Buzz, yo. What? What are you looking at, bud? Huh? Hey, bud, where are you? Some kind of country rube? I mean, look at that outfit. What a get-up. I need to talk to one of you in particular.
You stink, mister.
You stink too.
We ain't seen your face around here before, bud.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey! It's just 'cause you're older. Don't think it makes you tough or anything.
You're not one of you and okay. So all these delinquents are basically hanging around outside the school here. So we're gonna go inside and we're gonna talk to Miss Marie. I don't know why I keep talking like I'm doing a Let's Play, but welcome to Miss Marie. Welcome to
Miss Marie's School of Joy.
I don't know if I can keep doing that. I don't think I've ever seen your face around here before, my young scholar. Are you a new pupil? Sure, if you want to, you know. What can I do for you on this fine day? We need to talk. I know I may look a bit flashy for a teacher, but I assure you I am one. How long has it been since I opened my school here on Windfall Island? 20 years? Ever since then, I've been teaching the children of this island about true joy. But I do have a rather joyless problem. There's this delinquent gang of 4 young boys who never listen to a word I say. Even though I wait patiently for those boys to show up, they never come. It's as if they don't want joy in their hearts. Chris, 1 plus 19 equals 20. Could you please catch their leader, the little boy named
Ivan.
and talk some sense into him for me? Please, young man. For me. Yes, ma'am. Oh, thank you so much. You're such a dear. They're such troublesome little boys. I'm at my wit's end over how to handle them. But they won't be so mean to a boy their own age, will they? I should think not. Oh, that is... Good luck, young man. Miss Marie, yeah, no, they will be. They could be. We need to talk about how you have the school name in all red.
Miss Marie's School of Wonder.
Man, all the practice that I got doing bind together is really coming in handy here. And that tea has gotten a little bit cold here. Alright, so let's speak.
Are you a hick or something?
Oh, you jerk. Jeez.
Yeah! Yo, bud, you got a problem with us?
Killer bees.
Huh? Do ya? Don't tell me that it's annoying hag of a teacher again. Is it? You came here to give us a talking to, 'cause
Miss Marie.
asked you to, right? Tell us not to skip school, right? Tell us not to be tardy, right, bud? Oh, forget about all that crap. We're the mighty and invincible gang of 4.
The Killer Bees.
Do you think we'd listen to a chump like you? But I'll tell you what, bud. You want to challenge us to a competition? Then we'll think about maybe listening a little bit. What do you say, bud? You want to challenge us?
I'll take you on. I'll take on anyone.
Alright, your funeral, bud. The rules are simple. We're gonna go hide somewhere, and if you find us, we're gonna run. You gotta try and catch us. Easy as that, bud.
We won't hide indoors.
Or nothing, and
We won't leave this island.
so look for us around in the shadows and behind buildings and stuff. If you catch...
All 4.
If you catch...
All 4 of us.
We lose. You got it, bud? Ready?
Go! Yeah, okay. Anyway, oh man, I have some regrets in life. That voice might be one of them. That voice for little kids might be, or for the stuff in red might be one. I'm trying to tell myself, oh, that doesn't happen too much in this game, but who am I fooling? Like, this is a Zelda game, that happens... Ugh, good grief. Oh, that is not the part of the island that I thought it was. Oops. Oh, but there he is over there. Cool, cool. Do, 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 boo, do, boo, do, boo, boo. And the game gives him a head start, too. Like, that's the part that kind of sucks about all this, is that they aggressively run away from you, and then the game's all like, here you go, we give you a running start. Come here, you. There you go. Oh, you're awesome! Thank you, I believe so, too.
You're pretty good, bud, but I'm wondering if you can catch 4 of us at this rate.
Excuse me? God, you all have such incredible doubts. You have great doubt. Gonna need more tea. Yeah, no kidding. I've got like a pot full of it over in the kitchen, and I need to go refill it at some point here. Especially since it's all chilly now. Alright, now where are the other ones? Let's see. One was hiding over here by the grave. Oh, I need to go speak to this guy eventually here, too. Yeah, here you are. Oh, bye-bye. Hello, or whatever he said. Like, he has the most outrageous running start. I mean, I guess it helps that they stop and turn around as if to be all like, is he following me? But, you know, still.
Ah! You got me!
Yeah, you bet I did. Now, one's in the tree. But there's also the homeless guy who's probably gonna try and get my attention. Not if I come at it from this way, though. Dude, Ivan, leader of the killer bees. Think puberty. Alright, here we go. Yeah.
Yar! You got me!
Oh, now where was the fourth one? Shoot. Oh yeah, so this is something that I wanted to point out. And it took me forever to figure this out, when it came to watching, or to playing this game. But like, so, there's a Kakariko Village theme, right? And it's kind of been the same theme for every iteration of Kakariko Village that's been out there. First of all, let's enjoy this rich guy's, like, actual view that he has of the ocean here. Because this is just gorgeous. Like, can you imagine? Because I can't. Because I'm poor, but, like, this view, and there's the sea out there and stuff. All this furniture. Although he looks quite distressed. I wonder if a boy like you will do. It is difficult to tell, yes, difficult. You see, my one and only daughter,
Mila,
was taken away from me to a frightening place called the
Forsaken Fortress.
It's the one time that voice has been appropriate for the red print. I have asked many to rescue her, but it seems to be a difficult voyage to that cursed place. Oh, to see my sweet
Mila.
again. My precious little daughter. I worry so over her welfare. I can't recall the last time I slept more than a wink. I sincerely wonder about the wisdom of asking a boy like you to do this. But would you lend a hand to help rescue my precious daughter? Sure. You are a brave boy to take on this task. I assure you, if you do rescue her, I will pay you as much money as it takes. I'd give my entire fortune for her safety. Really? ASMR videos with random important words are done in red voice. Maybe the worst ASMR video ever. That would be... that would actually be really funny. Oh, that'd be a nice, like... I might need more money. Maybe 70 rupees. Oh, man. That'd be really funny to, like, go through... Oh, that'd be a great April Fool's, like, video. Just do a bunch of things. Oh, I remember where he is now. To do like an ASMR video where, no, I don't want to talk to you. I can't believe she's a school teacher. Rumor has it she has the mountains of tacky pendants and earrings as if she loves nothing in the world more than jewelry. Huh? Now what are you doing? Were you listening to us, you scamp? You listen, young man, I haven't seen you around, so I guess you're new to Windfall. But don't you know it's bad to eavesdrop on conversations meant only for adult ears? I wasn't dropping no eaves, honest. We're discussing very, very important topics that kids just wouldn't understand. You're far too young to be listening to us, young man, so shoo! And only 12 people would know what the hell was going on. That's true. Only 12 of you would be on the joke. It would be very random. Probably, well, I mean, April Fool's doesn't necessarily have to make sense, I guess. Kind of, but probably not. I don't know. I've actually been wondering what I'm going to do in terms of, like, an April Fool's video, which is, like, dumb to think about, because, like, we're coming up to Thanksgiving. It's not like I need to come up with something, like, right away, but... Samurai's reference, I love you. Oh, come on! I can't say something about eavesdropping without adding dropping no eaves. It'd be an inside joke. It'd be an inside joke for sure. Let's see, I believe he's back. Yeah, there you are, you turd. What's up? Hands on my hips and a foot propped out. Captain Morgan stance. So the Windfall Island theme, and Kakariko Village and stuff, right? So if you listen to the Windfall Island theme, like, this is supposed to be the Kakariko Village of this game. Because it plays the bridge part of the Kakariko Village theme. Aw, lame! In the song itself. Ah, I can't believe it. You found all 4 of us. And you caught us all, too. Talk about utter defeat. Looks like we lost our touch, killer bees. I guess maybe it's time we chilled out. From now on, we won't cause no more trouble for anyone. And to reward your hide-and-seeking skills, here, take this, bud.
I just knocked the microphone. Sorry about that. You got a piece of heart. Hell yes! This is our favorite possession, but you've proven that you're worthy. To our bud, the hide-and-seek master. Oh, one more thing. We need you to apologize to
Miss Marie.
for us, alright? We're counting on you, bud. Yeah, you can't go apologize to her yourselves and be like mature adults or mature children. I have to do it for you, right? Yeah. Anyway, I'll point out that the Kakariko village part of that song here. Next time I head on out. Oh wait, all 4 of the children have their little portraits on the wall. What can I do for you on this fine day? We need to talk again. You did it, didn't you? You said something to those delinquents for me, didn't you, dear? You can't fool me. I watched it all from the shadow of my door. You really are a dear. You fill me with joy. I have to reward you. So here's a little spare change. 500 rupees. Oh, 50. Alright, well, that's fine, too. Oh, and one more thing. Don't tell anybody, dear. It's different from a red printed word. Alright, so. This and, like, one more thing that I want to do before we kind of set sail here. Hey, sounds like you apologized to teach for us. Good old Miss Marie. And speaking of, bud, did you know it's gonna be
Miss Marie's
birthday soon? Boss! Oh, boss! You think maybe we should give her some kind of present or something? I got a New York accent all of a sudden. Don't be stupid. We're the
killer bees.
We ain't no teacher's pets. Yeah, but Teach loves jewelry and junk more than anyone else in the world. What's she into these days? What'd she call them?
Joy pendants.
Really? Where do you find them? Are they just lying around? If we could just find some, we could give them to Teach as a present and she'd be all happy. So happy. Hey, now that I think about it, while I was climbing trees the other day, I saw some
Sparkly light up on top of some tree.
in town. Where was that? Maybe that's one of them pendants. What do you think, boss? That's crazy talk. I wonder if Miss Marie is different from Red Voice Miss Marie. There's more to Miss Marie than meets the eye. Okay, let's see. What was I? Another place I wanted to go to. So that's Miss Marie's school. That's the photography shop. That gets into the rich person's house. There's a game. Oh no, that's the pictography house. Oh well, then what's this? Besides the windmill. I think this is where I wanted to go, actually. Yeah, this is where I wanted to go. I want to see this guy. Hey. Welcome. It's 10 rupees per game for kids. You gonna play or what? Yeah, okay. Then, Welcome to the fleet. I am the great Admiral Dorvaski. Look sharp, for we are the sole protectors of this island. Admiral, red alert. All hands on deck. Sonar shows the schools of deadly giant squid are approaching. All ships prepare for battle. What? Where? Ah, ho. I see. The fiends approach. There are 3 squid groups. Oh, God. There are
3 squid groups.
a,
Large one.
a,
Medium one.
and a.
Small one.
If we allow them to come any closer, the children on the island will be in grave danger. Sailor, take command of our
New radar system.
to seek out and sink all of these fiendishly hidden enemies. But be warned, you have only
24 cannonballs.
the Duke and fire. To destroy the marauding squid pods, you must score
4 direct hits.
on the,
Large. 3.
on the,
Medium.
and
2.
on the.
Small.
Use the move cursor for a fire cannon blast. May your aim be true. That is all. That is all the instruction you need. Is that clear, sailor? What's going on is the second option. Excellent. So far, our best sailor has managed to destroy all of the giant squid using only
20 cannonballs.
May you fight as bravely. Oh my god. My kids keep asking me while I'm randomly laughing while watching YouTube. It's the demonic rewards. Okay, before I start playing this game, like, give me a quick second. I'm actually gonna go refill this tea because, oh my god. The Squid Game, man. It's the Squid Game.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a thing that just happened. Please don't break your voice. We need that. Don't worry. Oh, goodness. Excuse me. Alright, so, anyway. Let's see. First time ever caught live streaming. Hey, Eva. Eva? Which either one? Welcome aboard.
Kaboom!
Oh, dude, first shot! Out of the box.
Kaboom! Kaboom! Kaboom!
Dude, no way! Ah, cool. Alright, so. Whew.
Kaboom! Splish! Kaboom!
Kaboom! Splish!
Splish! Splish!
Okay, so then I wonder if that means that,
Splish!
like, no?
Kaboom! Kaboom!
No way! Oh, I've never done it that well before! Oh, excellent work, sailor! Your deeds have successfully protected the peace on this fair island. We are so very proud. The children on the island would like to thank you, sailor. Hooray! Hooray! Yay! Yay! Oh, thank you, Mr. Sailor. Please take this
Piece of heart.
as a sign of our gratitude. You are so great! You got a piece of heart.
Piece of heart.
You collected a total of
2 pieces.
get
2.
more to complete another heart container. Whoa. Whoa, wait a sec.
14.
Hey, that's a new record. So, you get this too. And you get something crucial to the rest of the game, a treasure chart, and we'll get into that later. So, thanks for playing and all that. I can't tell you how fun it's been for me, and, don't forget your umbrella or nothing on your way out the door. Yeah, thanks, man. Wow, I really did not think I was gonna do that first time through. Holy cow. Are you a secret master of Zelda Battleship? I guess. I don't know. Kaboom! Splish. Oh, I love that guy. Okay, anyway. None of you pronounce my name either way, but it's okay because I'd noticed it said, like, Frida isn't forever. Okay. Well, welcome aboard anyway. Boop, 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 boop. We are getting set to sail up on the big blue sea. The big blue, what's it like? You know it's big and blue. I knew it. Brownie points if you know what movie that line is from. Okay. Ah, that look in your eye. So you found yourself a sail, have you? Very well, then I shall teach you the
Art of sailing.
Come next to my hull and press A to climb aboard. Hoist the sail you got with A to get moving. The sail will catch the wind, which will push the boat forward. The up arrow that appears behind me indicates the
Wind direction.
Use L to steer. If you wish to move quickly, you should keep the wind blowing during the sail. You can always press B to
What do I-
hit the sail. Try it when you want to adjust.
Just your speed.
Did you understand all that? Yep. Ah, one more thing. When you are out at sea with few landmarks to go by, you will be at the mercy of your
Sea chart.
Finding Nemo. Very good, Bella Blueberry. I have marked the place we should currently be heading for on your sea chart. If you get lost at sea, select map, blah blah blah. Now, a westerly wind blows. Hop in and let us carry us to the
East.
Alright, let's do this. Carry us to the east. Yep, I'm still streaming. I'm probably going to stream for another couple of minutes here. So, real quick, funny story. I remember reading a comment once of somebody who said something like they thought this game was terrible, and when they asked why, the other person responded, because it just took forever to get from island to island. Like, it just took an ungodly amount of time, and it wasn't fair. And this person said, well, what happened? She said, well, I got to Windfall, and then you just couldn't get anywhere. And they said, well, didn't you get the sail? And the person said, what sail? Because they were literally playing the game, moving from island to island, like this. Which is not the way to play the game. So just, you know, just get the sail. Anyway, let's set sail for high adventure. What was the line? I missed it. Sorry. It's the line, the big blue. What's it like? Big and blue? I knew it. That one. Yeah, what sail? They went like this whole portion. Like, they didn't get this awesome music. They didn't get this cool adventure where you could, like, jump and, like, do all this stuff. They just tried to cruise from island to island, and they gave up on it because they were so mad. Yeah, he specifically tells you to go after a sail. So they just clearly gave up on trying to find the sail and just tried to go from point A to point B, and you just can't do that in this game, because why would you want to? Look at this. And this music that you got playing in the... Oh, why would you even want... Oh, I don't get it. I just don't get it. Here we are sailing, we're heading for this island. Look at it get bigger, it looks so foreboding. And these are seagulls, they are flying with me. Reminds me of my sister. Alright. That's the thing that I pointed out too back when we first started, was like how you can just watch the polygons change and everything like that from island to island. Like, you just did it right here. Like, we're literally gonna just stroll right up to this island, and it hasn't... that was such a big, beautiful technological advancement for 2002. Alright. There! On the horizon! That is our destination, Link.
Dragon Roost Island.
You know, it's only the island with the best music in the entire game. High atop this island's peak lives the
Spirit of the Skies.
a great dragon by the name of...
Valoo.
You must go see this dragon and request from him a pearl called...
Din.
a jewel called...
Din's Pearl.
Ask the people of the
Rito tribe.
who inhabit this island how to see the dragon. Oh, I almost forgot. Wait just a moment. This is... Oh, wait, no, he's got it in his mouth. Hold up. Just, no, I don't want that. I want the other thing. I want the other one. No, here we go. There it is. It's a Montana switch that was used long ago when the people played music and prayed to the gods. In those days, simply using it allowed one to borrow the power of the gods, but I do not know if it still works. Even so, I thought it might be of some use to you. Perhaps you should try using it. Three. Ugh. First, conduct in
3/4 time. Do not touch.
L. Just try to match the rhythm by tilting R up, down, and right, left, right. Tutorial. Very nice. That was splendid. Next is...
4/4 time.
Oh, yeah. That's it, Link. That was not bad for your first time using the Wind Waker. Not bad at all. You can also conduct with it in
6/4
time by tilting L. You could do well, remember that. You receive the legendary
Wind Waker.
by using this magical conductor's baton. You can borrow the power of the gods. Yeah. Yeah, okay. We just got that anyway. Stop crying. That's the point. Alright, so... This is... Dragon Roost. Oh, God, I love this game. Where's your flashbacks from your demonic red text voice? It's cracking me up. I am here to please. Alright, so let's drop this here. We're gonna have to clear a path for ourselves here. Jeez. Now I'm having to actually, like, take a little bit of a break just to give my voice a chance to relax a little. That's okay. This music is worth, like, taking a break from commentary to listen to. Keep sidling. There you go. Hey, it's our buddy the mailman. What's up, man?
Link? Link, is that you? It is! I'm pleased to see you're okay. I must say, you've traveled far for one with no wings. And your sister, is she...
Yeah, she's still stuck there.
Is that so? Oh, don't worry too much. I'm sure she'll hang in there. Thanks. I have an idea, Link. Would you like to meet our chieftain? I told my people here about you, and all of us Rito are very concerned. I'm certain the chieftain will befriend you and lend you the aid of our Aerie. It's settled then. I'll fly on ahead and let everyone know you're coming. Come inside, Link. I'll be waiting.
The one thing I do love about Majora's Mask is the amount of instruments you get to play with Zora, Goron, and Deku Link. Yeah, you know, I actually... One of my favorite things about Majora's Mask was being able to swim around with Zora Link and, like, being able to dive and all that stuff. That was a lot of fun. Actually, another thing that I really liked about Majora's Mask was the ranch side quest. That, actually, I got a lot of fun with. That was such a really great time. Excuse me. Well, have you discovered the cause of the Great Valu's anger? No. Ah, so you are Link, are you? Quill has told me all about you. A troubling tale indeed. I insist that you let us know if there is anything we can do to help you. We should do everything in our power to assist you. However, in the meantime, we have a problem of our own to deal with. When you arrived on the island, did you notice the raging dragon... the raging dragon perched atop the mountain? As you can see, we of the Rito tribe are profoundly connected to the sky. We make our livings on the airways. We do so by the graces of the sky spirit, Valu. When a Rito reaches adulthood, he or she journeys to the top of Dragon Roost to receive a scale from the Great Dragon. It is this scale that enables the Rito to grow his or her wings. Or their. Recently, however, the once gentle Valu has grown violent and unpredictable. Sadly, we can no longer approach him. If this continues, the fledglings who are of age will never be able to receive scales from Valu on Dragon Roost. They will remain wingless, and in time, our very way of life will be threatened. As chieftain of the Rito, my first responsibility is to solve this problem. My apologies, but I must ask you to wait for our assistance until this is done. Will you do so? He's so happy. Chieftain, what do you think of consulting Link with regards to your son, Prince Kamali? As you can see, Link is a gallant young lad. I feel certain that Prince Kamali would open his heart to him and speak freely of his fears and worries. That may be. Let me be direct. My son, Kamali, is of the age to earn his wings. Yes, he is weak in some ways, and in light of the current situation, he may just give up on ever getting them. What say you? Will you share some of your courage with my son? Will you meet with my son? Sure, I'll just, take part of the courage that's inside of me and rip it out and just hand him half. I thank you. We shall do our best to solve our problem as quickly as possible, so that we may better help you with yours. I have something I wish for you to give to my son. A young girl named Medley is holding it for me. Would you find her and take it? I'm counting on you. Here, Link, take this with you. Who knows? It might come in handy. Oh, you got a delivery bag. I finally got the bags like this are used by Rito postmen everywhere. Oh, with so many pockets, it can hold so many items. Select on the item screen and press X by see what you have inside, blah, blah, blah. You should find Medley in one of the upper rooms. Leave the Great Valu to us. In the meanwhile, do your best to aid Prince Kamali. Next time, Gadget. Next time. Okay, so Medley, like they said, is pretty much up here. So I'm actually going to talk to her first, just to kind of get that plot progression going and kind of get it out of the way. Hey, Wolfie's here. Hey, Wolf, how you doing? Good to see you around. This is Medley. Look at her. Isn't she, stinking cute? With her giant beak that's sticking out of her face and her mouth underneath it. Wow! You really do... Wait, her dialogue is green. I don't have a voice for green. Wow, you really do have green clothes and a strange shaped hat. You're Link, aren't you?
Oh, me? I'm an attendant to the Great Sky Valoo. Spirit Valoo. Great Sky Valoo. My name is Medley. Well, to tell the truth, I'm not an attendant quite yet. I'm actually still studying to be one. Now, what am I thinking? Here, this is from the chieftain. Link, he wants you to give this directly to
Prince Kamali.
Without the red voice, but it might not be a great idea through the entire walkthrough if it hurts your voice. I mean, it's not like I'm going to play this entire game from start to finish, you know, except the father's letter.
Father's letter in the delivery bag to Kamali. Blah.
It's when I have to do it for like 18 straight minutes for a, you know, for a video where it's a problem. The room way in the back on the first floor is Prince Kamali's room. You have to go down a couple of steps to get there. When you meet Prince Kamali, please don't get offended by his manner. He has no bad intentions, I promise. By the way, listen, Link. Medley, my eyes are up here. I have a small favor I'd like to ask of you. Could you please come to the
Entrance of Dragon Roost Cavern.
later? I'll explain everything then. Okay, you bring up a good point here. Are two beaks also mouths? Does this mean she has two mouths? Or is it like a nose beak or something? I have wondered that from the moment I've played the game. And I have no answer. I also need to drink more tea. Alright. Well, I had a lot of great luck playing the Battleship game, so let's talk to this character over here. Well, now, I'm not seeing your young face before. Nope, don't believe so. God, he is like Boomhauer from King of the Hill. You wouldn't be here in response to our posting for some part-time help, would you? Sure. Oh, excellent, that's good. But first, to see if I can use you or not, I need to give you a little test. Just a small one. Match the seal in the envelope with the same icon on the shelf and throw the leather onto that shelf. The leather. Ugh, real simple. Real easy. Simple. Use down a select shelf, press A to throw a letter, like I said, simple. Is that clear? Yep.
Before time runs out.
You have to sort at least
10 letters.
Give it your best shot. Yeah, let's see how I do here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 20... When did you get 23?
22 letters.
Great, good, terrific! You pass! Okay, you get
1 rupee.
for every 2 letters. So that comes to a grand total of...
11 rupees.
Am I right? Come back anytime. I mean it, anytime. The more letters you sort, the more you'll learn. Not a bad deal for both of us. Yeah, I have to come back to him later, because it'll give me a piece of heart if I get all that taken care of. Now, to progress the plot, Kamali, I believe, is down... Yeah, he's down here. I love these doors, too, how they look like teeth across the middle. Something always really fascinating about that to me. Who are you supposed to be? What do you want from me, huh? I don't want to talk to anyone right now. Well, you're gonna talk to me. Because I have the power of the written word. So take that, kid. A letter? From my father? Sure, telling me to be brave is easy enough for him. It's not like he's the one who went through that horrible experience. It's not like he still has to go get a scale from...
Blue.
You're in this letter too, you know. Poking your nose in other people's business. You're nosy, aren't you? Sorry, but I really don't feel like going to see Valoo right now. I mean, how am I supposed to get a scale from him when he's so upset? What? Are you trying to say that you can calm Valoo down? That's just a big fat lie. It's easy to say you can do anything. Bragging doesn't cost a thing. I like this kid.
I'll tell you what, if you can find me someone who can get past all the obstacles on
Dragon Roost.
to get to
Baloo.
then I'll listen to
Anything.
you say.
Okay, so I can't get past that he's all like being nosy, because, you know, like, they don't have noses, they only have beaks, right? Nosy, get it? Okay, anyway. Thanks for joining in together for Wolfie, everybody. Yeah, I'm sorry that happened, but, you know, keep your chin up. And everything's gonna be alright, okay? I promise you. I promise everything gets better. That is not where I wanted to go. I wanted to go the other way, I think. Oh my god, this theme just gets stuck inside my head, and I need to break all of these nice pots. There's nothing in here. People don't keep rubies in pots? What's wrong with you? I have returned. What did I miss? You missed more of my red demon voice, and basically that we're gonna go help the Rito by calming down Valoo, but there's also the issue of Kamali, who's not being agreeable. It's going to be okay, madam said so. I said it, therefore I decree. Nah, it'll be okay, I promise. Everything works out the way that it's supposed to in the end. The trick is allowing yourself to fight some demons on the way there. And fight some dragons on the way there, you know what I mean? Like, she says, therefore it shall be. You're making me feel more ethereal than I actually am. No, come on. Oh, where is this place? It's probably down there. Just watch. No, because that's where I came in. Boom, boom. Do. Yeah, here we go. So it always struck me as really funny that, like, well, no, I can't really say anything. So, like, I totally understand where the Grumps were coming from when they couldn't find Medley. Like, she's right there, okay? But she's also facing away from you, so, like, you can't see, like, the white around her eyes or, like, her skin or whatever. You just see the color of her hair and the little heart that she's got on her back. And so, like, you know, of course they wouldn't be able to see her. She matches the same color tone as, like, everything else around here. Yep. Perseverance is super important. Hey, you know, remember what Joel said to Ellie in The Last of Us? You find something to help you keep fighting. That's kind of the gist of it. Hey, you actually came! Oh, you didn't believe me that I would? I'm really sorry for bringing you to such a dangerous place. I had to. I wouldn't have asked if I didn't need help desperately. You see this place? There used to be a spring here, surrounded by a beautiful pond. It was peaceful and lovely. But then the great Valoo, he became so angry, and in his rage he took down the mountain. He shook the mountain. Took down the mountain, oh my god. In his rage he shook the mountain, and this boulder crashed down, plugging the spring. You can see the result. Oh, but where's my mind? Tell me, how was Prince Kamali? Oh, that doesn't sound right. Not at all. I may be partially to blame for the bad turn that Prince Kamali's taken. See, Prince Kamali's grandmother was the great Valoo's former attendant. She was an amazing woman. I was honored to have her as my teacher. She was kind and brave, and unsurpassed in her dealings with the great Valoo. I'm not yet worthy of being mentioned in the same breath as her. If only I possessed some of her strength, I'm sure Prince Kamali would have felt more secure. Link, I'm sorry to ask this, but I need your help. I want to go to the
Small shrine
that's near the peak of
Dragon Roost.
but that ledge over there is so high. if I could get some...
Wind under my wings.
I'm sure I could get up there. So, will you help me?
I don't think so. No, I'm just kidding.
Phew, thank you so much. Okay,
Pick me up.
then face that
Ledge.
and toss me. The atmospheric currents are really messed up, so pay close attention to the...
Direction of the wind.
Alright, I'm ready. Don't hold back now. Throw me as hard as you can.
So, I used to do this all the time because it would crack me up. But if you don't pay attention to the direction of the wind and you just throw her, she hits the wall. She just... Oh god, it would make me laugh so much. Yeah, I know, use the wind, throw me on the ledge. Oh, but god, the first time I saw it, I just lost it. The little birdies and... this game. There's so much personality to it. I don't know how people don't like this game. It's so amazing. I'm actually too far away from her here, I think, but we'll see.
Oh, thank you. I think now I'll be able to climb
Dragon Roost.
and meet with the great...
Blue.
Don't worry, I'll be fine. I may be just an apprentice attendant, but I can...
Understand
Some of the...
Great Valu's language.
That's like trying to go to another country without, like... I can understand some of the anyway. Not exactly bursting with confidence, but... Look, if anything happens to me, please look after Prince Kamali.
This
Is all I have to give you. I know it's not much, but please take it. Oh no, this is much. This is an essential portion of any Zelda game. This is a bottle! This is an...
empty bottle.
So, you know...
Bottles are great for carrying water and holding other things, hint hint.
Oh, and please don't tell anyone that I'm climbing...
Dragon Roost.
It'll be our secret, okay? Well, good luck. To both of us.
Alrighty, so... The thing we have to do here now is, since we have... this bottle, we need to fill it up with some of this water here, because it's going to be important. You filled your bottle with
Water.
Try pouring it on something that looks dry and withered. Yeah. Basically, the idea is that we need to get that boulder off that spring, right? And there are a couple of bombs that we used earlier in the game, so that should be your hint as to what you need to do. So basically, there's all these dried up, withered roots and stuff over here, yeah? And just dump some water on them. And then you pick it up. And you throw it. But you throw it closer to the rock than that, preferably. Like, you know, because that's the point. There we go. See, I kind of want to... Where am I at? 4:45, okay. I don't really want to get to a dungeon and then stop... Well, actually, getting to a dungeon and then stopping might not be too terrible of an idea. That might be a good cliffhanger. Up until next time. I shall attack you with a bottle. Let's see, here we go. Get all that in here, and then when you come over here... Pick up another one of these guys and throw... No, but throw it inside the... Doofus. No, throw it in the... Doofus! Pick it up. Link? Don't make me use red voice on you, man. There you go. And that falls over. And then you pick that up there, and then... That falls over. And then we enter our first dungeon of the game. Ganondorf shall fear the power of empty bottle. Let's see, 4:47. Give me just a moment here, guys. Let me kind of check out a couple of things here. Why is this vibrating? Oh, it's vibrating because it's Ba-do-do-do, ba-do-do-do. Yeah, you know what? Actually, we're gonna get into this. We're gonna get into this because I said so. So, it's not usually a rule that I like to follow. I like to follow the you just entered a dungeon, you might as well save there rule, but like the first dungeon in this game is so simple that like it's not really a rule that I mind breaking at this point. Hi guys. What's up? Hiya! Hiya! Oh, it's so much fun to do that. Oh, come on. No. Ah, could have done it. Dang it. That's not what I meant to do. Oh, and these things. So that little shiny that's over there in that corner, it will give you different things depending on what color it is. So we're gonna hit it while it's green, because then it'll give me rupees. Because I'm greedy for money, evidently. And here's another joy pendant. 18 more of those to go. Let's see. So the thing here was I needed to... Oh yeah, I need to pick this up and... open this here. Friends are trying to get me out of my own house. You know, sometimes the situation calls for you getting away from where you are in order to find out the next place where you're supposed to go. And I kind of had to do that too for myself. Getting out is... In general, not even just necessarily, like, for your own situation, Wolfie, but, like, the moment that you get out from under your parents' house and you really begin to be who you are, and, like, even discover, in a lot of ways, things about yourself that you didn't know, is some of the most liberating stuff that you discover to that point in your life, if that makes sense. And, like, my mom used to always tell me that the best thing she ever did, well... See, this is kind of a funny story, because for years my mom always told me, my mom used to always tell me the best thing she ever did was she moved out when she was 18. But I've found out some things recently that have kind of tweaked that story a little bit. And, like... Basically, I found out not too long ago that my grandpa was abusive, and I didn't know that. And my mom basically spent the entirety of mine and my other siblings' lives making sure that no matter what our impression was of her dad, that we always knew that we were going to be safe, like she was going to keep us safe one way or the other, and that's what her siblings have as a memory of her, is every time that she stepped in the way of whenever their dad would try to beat them, basically. And so, like, the whole idea of, you know, when I moved out when I was 18, it was the best thing I ever did, kind of takes on a new impression for me now, but it also kind of hits home in a similar way, you know, like... She also, like... by the way, we got the dungeon map. Getting out was also partly because she was kicked out by my grandpa. But getting out of the situation also allowed her to meet my dad. And my dad is, like, the finest man she's ever met. Leap over, there you go. And, like, I don't know how many of you currently in the stream are aware of this. I think a decent amount of you are, but my mom has early onset Alzheimer's disease, which basically means that she got Alzheimer's disease when she was in her mid-50s, early to mid-50s. And my dad has been basically a champion when it comes to taking care of her. He's never left her alone. He's seen her every day. She's in a nursing care facility right now, and she's actually She could actually be in a hospice right now, which pretty much means that she could go any time. But he's never failed her. I mean, he sees her every single day. He always spends time with her. He always wants to be with her. It's incredibly romantic and an incredible testament of love from my own dad. And I like to think that even though the ending isn't working out the way that she or my dad would have wanted, that she still got to have almost 50 great years with him, even after all the stuff that she went through growing up. And so, the long and short of that is, when I said earlier that it gets better, that's kind of what I'm referring to. It's just like, you never know how your life is going to turn out, and you never know what kind of twists and turns it's going to give you, and who you're going to meet along the way that's going to inspire you, and all that kind of stuff. So it's worth getting through all the crap to get to that point. I mean, I know that at least for me, the thing about it is, like, it would be really easy for me to, like, look at the situation and kind of be like, you know, woe is me, I'm pissed, I'm 30, and I'm getting ready to lose my mom and stuff, but, like, I have to remember that the portion of Alzheimer's that she has affects like 5% of people who get diagnosed with the disease, right? So that also means that there are other people in the world of this 0.5% collective who are going through the same thing that I'm going through. And in that way, we can be kind of support to each other. And so I choose to look at it as, I refuse to see anything but good things being the outcome of this. Despite how much it sucks, despite how much it's, you know, despite how many moments I've wondered, like, why I have to be cheated out of being able to ask my mom about, like, you know, relationship advice and all that kind of stuff. Like, I just have to believe that something good's gonna come out of it all in the end, you know? And I did still get a lot of really good memories with her. Like, I was able to tell her when I was in love for the first time, and, you know, there's a few really good memories that I have that, you know, I knew that she wasn't going to remember, but that I wanted to tell her anyway. And the kind of the funny thing about it too is, like, like, Alzheimer's is one of those diseases where if you don't find a way to laugh about it, it drives you insane. So technically, I got to experience telling my mom some things, some, like, big changes in my life twice. And she gave me a different reaction to it each time, and so it was like it was new both times. And that's kind of the way you just gotta go about it. I mean, she used to think that every day was Friday. And the running gag with that was, man, I wish every day was Friday. You know, like, you just gotta find a way to sort of, take the good into it, you know? So, I've heard that saying the thing about, like, everything happens for a reason is actually more ineffective than it is effective in helping people. But, like, I believe with everything inside me that my mom got this disease for a reason, and I refuse to let it be a negative impact in my life, and I'm choosing to look at it for a positive impact. What exactly that positive impact is, I don't know, but I hope that, you know, I hope that whenever I meet that person who also has a parent who falls within that 5 percentile, that, that, you know, I'll be ready to be kind of like a source of comfort, and, you know, instead of being like, I know, right, this totally sucks, why'd this have to happen to us, there's also a, hey, you know what you could also do? Like, you can also remember certain things about this experience, and just remember that there's other people going through it too. It's not the majority of people who get the disease, but it's also, you know, because you're in that percentile, that also kind of makes you unique in a way. Now I'm kind of rambling about a far more, well, I shouldn't say far more serious subject than yours. I don't want to, like, rank them or whatever, but, like, the point being, again, kind of like making the best of a bad situation, you also just kind of, just keep your head up. Keep your chin up. That's most of what I'm trying to get out of it. Like, sometimes every day is a struggle for me, but I keep going at it because I have to believe that something good is going to come out of all this, you know? So... And if that kind of brought anybody down or whatever, that's not what I meant to do with it, so I'm sorry. You're gonna tell me something that I already know, so I'm gonna ignore you for the time being. They're just rats and they steal your money, but, like, don't... No, I didn't want to do that. Have you seen any filthy thieving rats around? I know they're annoying, but keep your wits about you. They're only rats. If you spread bait near their nest, they may share their store of treasure with you. Why don't you try it? I don't have any bait. I didn't go to that part of the game yet. Will you calm down, game? You're just assuming so much about me right now. First of all, I need you to climb this. I need to stop pressing buttons as though I can actually climb locations, which I can't actually climb yet. Breath of the Wild has spoiled me in that regard. Thinking of ways to use your own difficulties to help other people is a really beautiful thing, I think. Well, you know, I've said this before in, like, a few, like, in the AMAWR. You little punk! In, like, the AMAWR and stuff. Like, I've reached the stage in my life where all I really want to do is just, like, help people. And this is kind of part of that, you know? Positive outlook on life is really inspiring. People should try thinking in that kind of way. Well, thank you for that. I mean, I don't mean to give the impression that there's not hard days, because there definitely are. I have absolutely 1,000,000% had my "this isn't fucking fair" moments, and they're brutal and they're rough, and they are, you know, definitely one of those, you little turd. They're definitely, like, they're few and far between, just because I just vehemently refuse to let it, like, bring me down. But, I mean, I'm already kind of preparing myself for the thought that when she does finally pass here, and I say finally, and I mean it in the best way possible, because at this point I'm really desperate for closure. So don't think that I'm, like, you know, when she does pass, it'll be nice to be able to, like, move on, you know, because, I mean, she was diagnosed with this officially, well, she went through the procedure of her major, like, figuring out what it is and that whole deal when she was, you know, I need to switch this bottle to a different thing because it's driving me insane. She went through that whole process of figuring out, like, what was even wrong with her when I was, like, 19, and, I've basically been kind of mourning her since then, and that's a really long time to mourn somebody. And when it comes down to it, like, I'm kind of ready to move on, you know? And trying to think of ways to kind of positively spin it can be tough, because, like, how do you positively spin the fact that you're losing a parent and whatnot? And, like, there's a lot of things that tie into it, too. Like, when I was 19, she and I didn't have the greatest relationship. We used my dad as a moderator sometimes for our discussions, because I have 2 older siblings, and they're a lot like my mom, but I'm a lot like my dad. And so sometimes when we would talk to each other, we had to have our dad sit in on our conversations, just because he was, like, the only person, you know, he was the only person who kind of understood what I was trying to get, what point I was trying to get across. And so, you know, when I was 19, I was always under the impression that I would have all this time left where, like, our relationship would just kind of fix itself. Oh wow, could I have aimed that bomb any better? And, like, now here I am at 30, and I kind of figured this would be the point where that would always happen, and of course that's not going to be the case anymore, and I've had to accept a lot of things. I mean, when that diagnosis was official, I had already moved away from home, and I felt terrible because I had moved away from home, and, like, I couldn't help my dad anymore with her, and, you know, it was tough hearing the stories from him about how, like, the different ways that she'd progressed through the disease. I mean, I remember the day when he told us that he had to take away her driver's license, because she'd, like, the final incident's final straw that she'd had was she dropped my dad off at the airport. And this is like living in a small... I should emphasize this point here real quick. We lived in a small town, and the airport was way out of town. So don't, like, get yourselves worked up or anything about this story, because, like, everything worked out all right. But he used to have to take business trips, and so she would take him to the airport. But during that time, he didn't necessarily feel comfortable about it, but one of my older siblings lived there, but also had a bunch of kids, and so it was tough for them to be able to, like, get out and take my dad out. So he found out, I mean, he called my mom after he got over to his locations for his business trip and asked if, you know, driving home was okay, and she told him basically what had happened was she was driving home from the airport, but she took the wrong lane, so she was driving the wrong way on, like, a main road to go back home, and this was at, like, 5:30 in the morning, something like that. So it wasn't like there was a ton of traffic on the road, but there was a car ahead, and it flashed its lights at her and honked gently and slowed down and veered to the side, and she kind of laughed about it like it was a joke, but I mean, the severity of the situation was right there, and hearing stories like that was really tough, because I could only imagine, you know, like what my dad was going through in situations like that. And, you know, it makes me ask the question too, like, what would I do if that was somebody that I loved going through something like that? And I hope that I don't have to answer that question, but I also know that I have an incredible example in my dad to kind of follow for that sort of thing. So it's, yeah, I mean, it has its moments, for sure, but man, that was a really long, rambling point. For trying to be like a little voice of encouragement. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get people down or anything like that if that happened. It's just, it is a little therapeutic for me at times to talk about Mom, and I haven't really had a chance to on the channel per se. And I kind of, oh shoot, that's not what I wanted to do. I need to, yeah, I know, yeah. Come on, give me your herb ball. There we go. I've already kind of, like, in that same method of having to plan ahead for things, you know, like preparing myself when I was younger for the things that my mom wasn't going to be able to experience with me. I've already kind of planned what life is going to be trying to run this channel, you know, when I'm gone for, like, the memorial and stuff. Because I don't know if I'm going to be, you little stinker, like, I don't know if I'm just not... No, don't. Please just throw it at him. Please. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna not want to, like, do anything, you know? So I have a set of videos that I've set aside. Look at me. Please? You turd. Ugh! I have videos set aside, for that event that I'm just not touching, just to kind of keep consistency for the sake of the channel, but I'm not, like, freaking out about it or anything like that. I'm just aware that it's not too far away before that happens. And then going back home is going to be super weird, because there's going to be lots of people there who, like, promised they were going to keep in touch with me that never did. And people whom I wouldn't really care to be in touch with now any days, and or anyways. And I don't know. There's certain things about going back home that I'm not looking forward to, outside of just the memorial itself. Let's see, okay, I'm not too far away. Yeah, I think I might be able to score this out in one blow. We're definitely going to call it after, after this dungeon. I need to bomb stuff. How's that something like that happened to my dad on his bike one day, suddenly he just started forgetting things. Yeah, it's kind of crazy how it suddenly starts, right? Like, my mom was a kindergarten teacher for 15 years, and she was always super smart. So we used to tease her when she would forget things, because it was just so weird for us, but we just kind of realized after a while that it was kind of, like, cruel and unfair to tease her about stuff, because, you know, it was sort of beyond our control. Then why would we continue doing that to her, you know? Saying finally isn't weird at all when it's something like this that hangs over your head for years. Of course, I'll start to look at what happens next. Yeah. It's weird because I've been in a position of mourning for so long that, like, I don't even know what I would do when I don't have that anymore. You know? If that makes sense at all. I haven't said a lick about this dungeon, and I'm totally okay with that. Oh, there's Medley. Oh, what kind of troubles have you gotten yourself into? Let's have some adventure. And there's other things, too, like, I realized the other day I had this, like, this weird want to, I wanted to watch The Lord of the Rings. And the last time I tried to watch The Lord of the Rings, I couldn't do it. My mom read those books when she was young. She refused to take me to see any of the movies until I had read the books for myself. Which I'll forever be, like, grateful that she did that and appreciate her doing that so much. Because that allowed, like, you know, like I said, we didn't have a super tight relationship or anything. And so for her to, like, we used to see movies together all the time and stuff. So for her to want me to be invested in the literature side of things and not just the movie side of things was actually really cool. And this dude's kicking my chops. Holy cow. You need to chill out, dude. Like that. So yeah, so she wanted me to read the books before I got anywhere close to the movies. And she, like, didn't want to watch the trailers or anything. She wanted to be, like, completely unspoiled for anything like that. And, like, we saw all 3 movies 4 times. So, like, you know, Fellowship of the Ring 4 times, Two Towers 2 times, or 4 times, sorry. Return of the King 4 times, like, we, you know, like, those are kind of like our movies, and they're really tough for me to watch right now. Oh, sorry, there's dialogue going on here, because some creature is doing awful things to the Great Baloo's tail. We should pay attention to that. That's why he's so angry. The Great Baloo's tail hangs down into the room right below here. There's got to be something in there. I wonder if those mean monsters who captured me have something to do with it. We've got to do something now, before it's too late. I'll go and tell everyone what's happening. Here, Link, use this to get us out of here. This is what I used to get this far. It's a device we Rito used before we evolved rings. And we have the grappling hook. This is probably one of the more useful items in the entire game. I like this thing. Here, Link, climb up that little ledge over there so I can show you something. You're just gonna show me how to use the hook, man. Like, I already know how to do this. Girl, I already know how to use this. I already know. I am all on top of it. Kind of hard to listen to the serious talk, then you do the demon voice. Look, I'm appreciative of the demon voice right now because it's kind of breaking the seriousness of the moment. Grab this branch with the grappling hook and you can swing over there to get out of this area. I know. And don't worry about me. You get going. Yeah, well, I'm going to worry about you anyway because, like, I'm a considerate person and that's what I do. But yeah, so she refused to take me anywhere near the movies until I'd read the books, and it kind of helped us have this, like, bond, you know, over Lord of the Rings. And, you know, when our relationship wasn't super tight prior, like, that was a great thing for us. And, like, we did all, like, movies was the thing with Mom and me. Like, we used to go see movies together all the time. And there was always a tradition that we upheld. We always got a large buttered popcorn with extra butter, and 2 large drinks of our choice. And of course, in a smaller town, that was much cheaper than it is in the place that I live now. But even today, I can't go to a movie and not have popcorn and a soda. It's impossible. I can't do it. Consider you were throwing her into a Whopper Giggers less than an hour ago. Yeah, I guess that's true. I wasn't I? I'm funny. And there's a moblin. Yeah, I know. I'm not very considerate at all. Oh, you know what? I need to be, like, using the grappling hook because I can get joy pendants out of these dudes. What else? I was actually thinking about this the other day. Oh yeah, I was thinking about Disney movies the other day because obviously I was thinking about Kingdom Hearts, and something that I remembered was that, like, I was thinking of different worlds in Kingdom Hearts and the ones that are supposedly going to be available in Kingdom Hearts 3. And it made me think of a concept drawing that I had seen of somebody who did a world for Pocahontas, and it was just called The New World. And they had like a concept logo and everything, and it was really cool and really interesting. No, pull out your sword, please. There we go. And sorry, Link. And I would really be interested in a Pocahontas level for Kingdom Hearts, because the thing with Pocahontas is that, like, it is not one of my favorite Disney movies. It's pretty not great, actually. But it has a very special place in my heart because it's the last Disney movie that my mom took me to see. You know, back I was still, like, young enough that, like, parents, you know, would still take you to see Disney movies and stuff. And so, like, I can't watch... I have this funny memory, actually, of Pocahontas. So, like, at the very end, when she's racing through the woods and she's trying to get to the cliff, her kind of trademark cliff, so that she can, like, wave goodbye to John Smith and, like, the boat and all that stuff. I remember in the theater turning and kind of... At the time, I was sort of snickering, but I was kind of snickering at my mom because she actually cried at the end of that moment. And I remembered, like, thinking that it was funny at the time as a kid. But, like, now, when I watch that scene, and when I... And another thing, too, is, like, when it was available on home video, on VHS, it was... I remember that moment, but, like, the thing that stuck out to me the most wasn't necessarily the moment where my mom teared up and cried. It was the music. And I remembered asking her a lot of music questions. And so now, when I watch that movie, or when I listen to that soundtrack, I can't get through that part without crying. Because it makes me think of her. It makes me think of her, like, taking me to see the special edition of the movie where, like, I got a poster and, you know, all this stuff. And it just kind of brings a point to you about, like, the things that parents will do for their kids and, like, the special little things that they'll do for you. You know, it's... like the poster in the grand scheme of things is not what I remember out of it. It's that she cared enough to want to take me to the showing that they were giving out posters, you know, because she knew that would be special to me. So I need to not actually kill this guy. I need to... Hi. No, stay over here. Stay over here. Come on. Come on. Come over to shore. Come on. I'm a little bit on a time constraint right now, so if you could just come over here. There we go. No, don't roll back that way. What are you doing rolling back that way? You goober. Yeah, so, like, the other thing, too, is, like, as far as, like, Disney movies and memories of my parents, like, my dad didn't take us to movies very much, but my mom took us to movies all the time. And so, like, another movie that I really think about when it comes to, like, my parents and them taking us to movies and stuff is Aladdin. Like, I remember Mom taking me to go see Aladdin, and that's my favorite Disney movie. And, like, I was, like, 5 when I saw that movie in theaters. And, we got the big key. But I can, like, clearly remember certain things about that film, and one of those things is, you know, is a moment where my mom laughed, when the genie made my mom laugh, and, you know, it's just little things, you know, it's little stuff that triggers your memories. Once my friends and I wandered a stream area, and my friend kept singing just around the river bend. They found an animal skeleton, and he said, that's what Pocahontas wanted to find. You know, it's actually funny. My dad never saw Pocahontas, but he knew that song, and so every once in a while, he would just, like, burst out with just around the river bend, having no idea what he was singing. And he would admit, I don't know what it's from, I just know that it's a song. My dad would do stuff like that all the time. That's hilarious. Plus, like, Disney movies, I feel like they were, like, way more epic. when I was a kid. Like, sometimes I just kind of listen to, sometimes I listen to Colors of the Wind, and I'm like, how were we blessed to have Alan Menken in this world? Because the music, oh my god. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to make it from there. Pull down a little bit, there we go. Oh, now I have that song stuck in my head. Think you own whatever land you land on. The earth is just a dead thing you can claim. But hello. I know every rock and tree and creature has a light, has a spirit, has a name. Think the only people who are people are the people who look and think like you. Hi. But if you walk the footsteps of a stranger, you'll learn things you never knew, you never knew. Have you ever heard the wolf cry? Anyway. No, please. Just come over here. Just let me attack you, thank you. Come run the hidden pine trails of the forest. Ah! The sun-sweet berries of the earth. Come rolling all the riches all around you. And for once, never wonder what they're worth. Is it this door or this other door I'm supposed to go through? It's this one. Okay. If you think about it, pretty much everything was more epic as a kid. Yeah, I guess that's true. Oh, I wasn't supposed to go that way. I got too lost thinking about Pocahontas. Damn it, Pocahontas. I'm supposed to be going just around the river bend, and here I am. Well, actually, my favorite song from that from that soundtrack is I like the Mine, Mine, Mine. The song they sing about, like, gold and stuff. It's, and sometimes... Madam, I'm not saying you need to make a lullaby singing roleplay, but you need to make a lullaby singing roleplay. I've considered that. I have considered that. I don't know how many people also did... I imagine a lot more people did this than I think. But the song Savages... sometimes with me and my other siblings, we would sing it sandwiches. Sandwiches, sandwiches, barely even human sandwiches, sandwiches, what are they waiting for? They're different from us, which means they can't be trusted. We must sound the drums of war. They're sandwiches, sandwiches. First we deal with this one, then we sound the drums of war. Okay, yeah. I was a weird kid. I grew up watching so much Disney on my grandma's VCR. Also, your singing voice is beautiful. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Here's the room that I need to be in. This is booking just in time. Alright, we're gonna deal with the boss here. And then we're gonna... I might make you... Whoa, actually. This took me a little bit longer than I expected it to. I might make you wait for the boss. Should I make you guys wait for the boss for the next stream? Or... go ahead and take care of this guy now? Defeat that dragon. Alright. That's two for... I'm really confused by VH. Not fitting in the CD player. That's adorable. Alright, boss it is. Let's take care of this guy and then we'll go through it. Dig and dig and dig. Diggity dig and dig and dig. Oh, this is not right. The song I'll be singing right now.
All of my life I've searched for a land like this one. A wild, more challenging country I couldn't design. Hundreds of dangers await, and I don't plan to miss one. And a land I can claim, a land I can tame, the greatest adventure is mine. Alright, anyway. So I need to get you kind of moving a little bit, because I already started this off on the wrong foot, so there we go. Oh, come on! Seriously? This boss is ridiculously easy. You look at him and he dies. Go away. I throw my... Oh, shit. Damn it. No. Every time I watch that movie, I'm gonna sing Sandwiches. Good! Because that makes that song better. Because it's a little weird. Whee! 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 Sorry, Valoo. It probably hurts. And you can start working on that lullaby audio. Oh, don't worry. I've had thoughts about a lullaby audio for a while now. There are definitely I shouldn't say there's definitely plans, but there's definitely ideas. Oh, look at that. Hanging on by my fingertips. Super dramatic. Dun dun. It's perfect for me. Alright, so you go and you lift that up for then. Sandwiches are barely even human. You may know them in a different deli. That's true. That is a very valid point. A very strong point, as a matter of fact. Bum bum. Now he's gonna get mad. And that armor is gonna explode off of his body, but then he's, like, super weaker, so the point in, like, making the armor disappear was really sort of stupid, if you ask me. Anyway, he's gonna get all close to you, and you just attack his eyeball. His eyeball. Hi. I'm just gonna shuffle over to one side until you actually get closer to me. There we go. You know you like it. You know, like, the feeling of being stabbed in the eye. You're like every other very first Zelda boss in, like, every Zelda game. Did you just shove me off the ledge? Yeah, well, you know what? For that, you die. So, take that. Yeah, baby. Ba-da-doo. Ooh, ooh. Do-do-do. I love that victory theme. Alright. Oh, and all this love everywhere. Isn't this beautiful? And a heart container, which is very essential. Or a
Heart container.
I guess, actually. Alright. Let's get ourselves up and out of here. I'll probably be watching Pocahontas on Netflix soon now. Good, do it. Do it while Disney films are still, available on Netflix, because I hear they're not going to be after a while. Actually, so what's kind of funny is, I'm not one to recommend Disney sequels because they're all really bad. But, Pocahontas 2 is not terrible. If you follow along the lines of, like, Pocahontas wasn't even very good to begin with, Pocahontas 2 is actually, like, better. It's not made better, definitely. It's a way lower budget. It's like a TV studio budget, but... Anyway. Link! Well, Prince Komali, don't you have something you want to say? I heard everything from Medley. Link, thank you so much. I'm sorry I mistrusted you. I hope I can be like you someday, Link. You will, Komali. I just know it. Right, Link? So, Link, Here. I want you to take this, Link. Giving you the thing I value most will give me the courage I need to stand up to bad things.
That doesn't remotely make sense.
Giving you the thing I value most will give me the courage I need to stand up to bad things. You received
Din's Pearl.
This is the gem the Ritos claim was passed down from the great goddess.
Oh, he yawned.
The great Valoo is grateful to you, Link. Use the
Wind gods.
wind? That's what he said, but I don't understand. I wonder what it means. The wind god's wind. I wonder if he's talking. I wonder if what he's talking about has anything to do with the
Wind shrine.
that's through that tunnel. Oh, I almost forgot. The great Valoo also names you, Link, a true
Hero.
I agree with him. As far as we're concerned, Link, you really are a hero.
Hero.
Well, I'm going to go and visit Valoo. I almost said Baloo. I don't know, I got Disney on the brain. I'll come and see you sometime with the best pair of wings ever. Hey, Prince Komali! Thanks so much, Link. See you again someday.
Alright, and that is the first temple. Oh, we gotta call. Oh, geez, I probably should have caught it like a half hour ago. Alright, so let me save this in here real quick. So then we'll start the next stream here on Dragon Roost Island. So, I have to scramble. I have to skedaddle. I have to do all the things. Deargan Furgan. Yes, indeed. Thank you guys so much for coming in. I really appreciate you guys doing so. I don't know when I'll stream again. I'm hoping if I can. I have a couple of recordings that I have to make for tomorrow. But after I get those finished, I might go ahead and pop this in and stream again tomorrow. I really don't know. Don't hold me to that. But yeah, thanks so much for popping in, and I will. I'll definitely let you know via Twitter or Instagram or something when I'm gonna pop back on with another fun sailing with High Adventure. So thank you guys again, and I hope you have a wonderful day or evening or afternoon or whatever the case may be for wherever you live. Thank you guys so much. You are the best. I will see you again soon.